तो जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री इस भारतवर्ष को विश्व गुरु बनाना चाहते हैं और कोई भी देश दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ सकता है एजुकेशन के थ्रू। तो हमारे देश की जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है उसमें कुछ नए परिवर्तन करने के लिए और उसको इंडस्ट्रीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा करने के लिए, उससे मिलता जुलता बनाने के लिए एक नई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी लॉन्च की गई थी। ठीक है, अब इस नई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के लॉन्च करने के बाद इसमें अलग अलग जगह पे बहुत सारी कॉन्फ्रेंसेज हो रही हैं, अलग अलग वाइस चांसलर, अलग अलग यूनिवर्सिटी की, और सभी यूनिवर्सिटीज़, IITs, IIMs, NITs और मेडिकल कॉलेजेस भी इस नेशनल पॉलिसी को समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और इसको अपने यहाँ पे धीरे धीरे इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो इसी में एक चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी है जो एक बहुत ही फेमस प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी है चंडीगढ़ के पास में। तो यहाँ पे भी नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के ऊपर काम स्टार्ट कर दिया है इन्होंने, और YourPedia एजुकेशन जो हमारा मीडिया ग्रुप है उसकी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि इस जो NEP है इसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन किस लेवल तक चल रही है, क्या क्या एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं, उसको चेक करने के लिए एक तरीके से, या उसको पता करने के लिए हम कह सकते हैं कि एक्चुअल में क्या काम चल रहा है, क्या चेंज आ रहा है धीरे धीरे। ठीक है, तो इसीलिए YourPedia की टीम आई है चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी में, और नेक्स्ट 1 मंथ यहाँ पे हम डेली हर एक डिपार्टमेंट के साथ डिस्कशंस करेंगे, चेक करेंगे कि वहाँ पे NEP के थ्रू क्या क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं या आ सकते हैं फ्यूचर में। ओके, तो कैंपस के स्टार्टिंग में है हम, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं ये स्टार्टिंग है, यहाँ पे जो गेट है पहला, और काफ़ी ब्यूटीफुल कैंपस है, बाहर से देखने में लगता है। अब अंदर एक्चुअल में क्या चीज़ें चल रही हैं, क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन क्या है, रिसर्च कैसी चल रही है, फैसिलिटीज़ कैसी हैं, उन सब चीज़ों पे, और वो NEP के थ्रू मिलती जुलती है कि नहीं है, उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा कर रही है कि नहीं कर रही है, इन सब चीज़ों पे एक पूरा नेक्स्ट मंथ हमारा प्लान है। हम सारी चीज़ों को चेक करेंगे, लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करेंगे और जानने की कोशिश करेंगे, और आप लोगों को उसके बारे में फिर अपडेट करेंगे।
फ्रेंड्स, ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पार्ट जो है नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का, ये एक मेन चीज है। नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी एक बहुत बड़ा डॉक्यूमेंट है, यूटोपियन डॉक्यूमेंट है, बहुत अच्छी चीजें हैं उसके अंदर, लेकिन एक्चुअल में इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे हो रहा है वो हमें ऑब्जर्व करना है। एंड चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी नंबर 1 प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी है, उसके अंदर चलते हैं, देखते हैं अलग अलग जो पार्ट्स हैं नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का, उनका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पार्ट किस तरीके से हो रहा है। सो लेट्स गो एंड सी दिस यूनिवर्सिटी। Okay, so nice meeting you, sir. And thanks a lot for inviting us to this university where you have told us to visit and document the implementation part of national education policy. So I'm thankful to you for that, sir. And I would request you to give us permission for that particular documentation.
Sure, why not? And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for my university as well as for we people that you are coming all the way.
Okay.
And I'm sure it is going to be in a very big way because you have to visit to my university in totality, and you spend some time here to understand what the goal we are putting over here, how we have taken our mission along with the NEP 2020 mission to be synced together. So I think it will be one of the special visit for you and also for me to be understand from your eye how we would implementing and how we are going to take it to the next level. Welcome to my university.
So Manna sir, I'll be requiring your couple of minutes to know your perspective of national education policy, and also certain things which I'll be requiring from your side for documentation of this university.
Sure, yes, okay. I'll be definitely available.
Okay sir,
thank you.
So I'm standing in front of the office of Chancellor of Chandigarh University, Sardar Satnam Singh Sandhu. He is also distinguished educationist. Recently he was nominated by President of India as Rajya Sabha member of Parliament, and he is very visionary leader, academic leader. I would like to interact with Sardar Satnam Singh Sandhu. उनसे जानने की ट्राई करते हैं उनका विजन क्या है और एक विकसित इंडिया का उनका क्या मानना है, क्या उनका विजन है उसको लेके, और नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में वो क्या जानते हैं। तो लेट्स गो एंड इंटरेक्ट विद सर।
आपने इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात किया है कि हमारा विजन क्या है। हमारा विजन ग्लोबल यूनिवर्सिटीज रैंकिंग में इंडिया को शाइन कराने का है, और इसमें न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी एक बहुत बड़ा माइलस्टोन का काम कर रही है, क्योंकि ग्लोबल रैंकिंग में इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटीज परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रही थी रैंकिंग में। उसकी वजह थी कि यूनिवर्सिटीज काम तो अच्छा कर रही हैं,
हम्म,
लेकिन जो ग्लोबल रैंकिंग फ्रेमवर्क है उसकी अवेयरनेस या उसके लिए जो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी चाहिए थी सिस्टम में नहीं थी। बहुत ही ट्रेडिशनल रिजिड सिस्टम था हमारा एजुकेशन का, और प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने विजन दिया, उसके मुताबिक देश ने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट की गई, और उसकी वजह से आप जब देखेंगे कि जिस साल से न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आई है उसके बाद हमारा जो ग्रोथ है, क्वालिटेटिव ग्रोथ की बात कर रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे उसमें बहुत बड़ा जंप आया है। तो क्योंकि ऐसी बहुत हम यंग यूनिवर्सिटी है, बहुत लंबा समय नहीं हुआ, 12-13 साल पुरानी यूनिवर्सिटी है, लेकिन चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी को ये एक कह लो कि गर्व इस बात पे है कि चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी वर्ल्ड की यंगेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी बन गई है ग्लोबल रैंकिंग में पार्टिसिपेट करने वाली, और काफी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस हमारा जो डेब्यू था काफी अच्छा रहा है। आज तक किसी भी हमारी एज की यूनिवर्सिटी ने ग्लोबल रैंकिंग में पोजीशन हासिल नहीं की जो चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी ने की है। लेकिन हमारे देश की जो पुरानी यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, हमारी जो इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, IITs हैं, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस बेंगलोर है, वो वर्ल्ड की टॉप यूनिवर्सिटी की टक्कर में है, और इस साल डेफिनेटली हमारे रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छे आने वाले हैं। देखिए, आज से 10 साल पहले बहुत बड़ी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन थी बिटवीन प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के आने के बाद, क्योंकि गुजरात में भी इनका जो मॉडल आया, मुख्यमंत्री जब होते थे वहां भी इन्होंने प्राइवेट सेक्टर को बहुत एनकरेज किया था, और इनके प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने के बाद नेशनल लेवल पे भी कुछ ऐसी पॉलिसीज आई हैं जो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन प्राइवेट एंड गवर्नमेंट में था वो खत्म हो गया। अब उतनी ही अपॉर्चुनिटीज प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज को है जितनी कि हमारी गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज को, उतनी ही ग्रांट्स, उतने ही रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट जो हैं हमारी फैकल्टी और स्टूडेंट्स को मिल रहे हैं जितने एक पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी, गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट्स को मिल रहे हैं या फैकल्टी को मिल रहे हैं, वो तो ठीक हो गया है। लेकिन अभी जो नई शुरुआत हुई है कि ना सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी, प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी भी नेशनल एजेंडा को लेके आगे बढ़ने लगी है, और बहुत बड़ी चेंज हम देख रहे हैं एजुकेशन सेक्टर में कि एजुकेशन सेक्टर में प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी एक नेशनलिस्टिक, एक पैट्रियोटिक अप्रोच नहीं लेके चलते थे, लेकिन अब ऐसा माहौल देश में बना है कि एक वतन परस्ती, एक हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी के जो इवेंट्स भी होते हैं उसमें थीम क्या आने लगे हैं, उसमें आप किसी यूनिवर्सिटी का आप निकाल के सोशल मीडिया देख लो, उसमें एक बहुत बड़ा नेशनलिज्म का एक लहर चली है, और ये सिर्फ नरेंद्र मोदी जी की वजह से हर यूनिवर्सिटी के एजेंडा पे देश की बात होने लगी है, और उससे सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये लग रहा है कि एक तो हमारा जो नेशनल मिशन है उसको हम सभी ऑन कर रहे हैं, ना कि सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी, प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी ने भी अपना एजेंडा बनाना शुरू कर दिया। और सेकंड बेनिफिट मुझे लग रहा है कि जो हमारा नौजवान है, जो हमारा यूथ है, एक बहुत बड़ी हमारी प्रॉब्लम रही है ब्रेन ड्रेन की, तो अब एक नेशनलिस्टिक माहौल बनने के बाद एक वतन परस्ती का जज्बा जो पैदा होने लगा है, लोग देश को प्यार पहले भी करते थे लेकिन अब वो ज़ाहरा तौर पे दिखने लगा है, और हमारी नई जनरेशन जो है इंस्पायर हो रही है कि हमें देश के लिए कुछ करना है। जब जहाँ देश की बात आती है वहां हमने देखा है कि यूथ में इतनी वाइब्रेशंस दिखती हैं, इतना जज्बा नजर आता है, और वही एक विकसित भारत के सपने को साकार करने के लिए चाहिए। अगर जज्बा ही नहीं होगा, अगर नेशन में वो स्पिरिट ही नहीं होगी, तो आप अपने गोल कैसे अचीव कर सकते हो। तो ये बहुत बड़ी चेंज हम ग्राउंड पे, धरातल पे देख रहे हैं कि पूरा एजुकेशन फर्टेनिटी जो है वो सारा एक ही डायरेक्शन में लग गया कि देश को विकसित भारत बनाना है, तो उसके लिए हमें सभी को मिलकर दोनों ही बहुत प्रीशियस इंस्टीट्यूशन है यूनिवर्सिटी, स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी और हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, दोनों में मेरे प्रोग्राम थे। स्वाभाविक है कि वो प्रोग्राम मेरे इंडियन डायस्पोरा के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं या फैकल्टी है या वहाँ के CEOs और इंडस्ट्री में काम करने वाले लोगों के साथ मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब के विजन को ही लेके गया था।
ओके
तो मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई। मैंने एक स्पिरिट देखी। मैंने हार्वर्ड में स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इंटरेक्शन की और हार्वर्ड में मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि 150 के करीब अप्रोक्सीमेट 150 इंडियन स्टूडेंट वहाँ पे एवरेज रहते हैं हार्वर्ड में। काफी अच्छा खासा नंबर है कि हमारा 150 स्टूडेंट हार्वर्ड में पढ़ने के लिए
राइट।
और वो हमारी समझ लो कि क्रीम है। ऐसे स्टैनफोर्ड में हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं। मैंने उनके साथ इंटरेक्शन किया तो जब मैंने उनके साथ बात की, विकसित भारत के एजेंडे की बात की, तो बहुत बड़ी चेंज मुझे नजर आई उनमें।
अच्छा।
और वो बच्चे, अभी हमने ग्रुप भी बनाया है, वो बच्चे इस बात पे बहुत यकीन कर रहे हैं। अब चाहे इंडियन कोई इंडिया में बैठा है चाहे अब्रॉड बैठा है, उनको विश्वास तो हो गया है कि भाई ये सपना नहीं, ये हकीकत होगा। पहले तो विश्वास नहीं होता था कि भाई इंडिया में भी कभी सुधार हो सकता है, इंडिया में भी कभी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ठीक हो सकता है, इंडिया में भी कभी करप्शन खत्म हो सकती है। लेकिन पिछले 10 सालों में कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया लोगों में। और मैंने जब जाके स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में और हार्वर्ड में इंटरेक्शन किया, चाहे फैकल्टी के साथ चाहे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, तो अब एक वो वाला मुद्दा जो था कि वो वापस आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे, मैं बहुत इस बात पे मुझे तसल्ली है कि वो बच्चे वापस आएंगे। वो सभी आने के लिए तैयार हैं और हमने ग्रुप बनाया, वो आके हम मिलके देश के लिए काम शुरू करेंगे। जो नेशनल स्पिरिट है, जो जज्बा है, भारतीयता का जो जज्बा है, वो तो अब लोगों के मन में आ गया है। और एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म पे अगर जब आएगा तो आने वाली जनरेशन हमारे देश के लिए मर बैठेंगे। ऐसा जो नंबर्स होते हैं ना जी, नंबर 1 2 3, ये मायना नहीं रखते हैं।
हाँ जी।
किसी भी एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन का ये एजेंडा नहीं होना चाहिए।
राइट।
चलो ये तो एक कुछ पैरामीटर्स है जिन पे कुछ फैक्ट्स हैं।
हाँ जी।
वो फैक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन को, परसेप्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन को लेके वो
हाँ जी।
अल्टीमेट एम हमारा है सोसाइटल चेंज का, कि हमें अपनी सोसाइटी को बेहतर बनाना है, अपने लोगों की जिंदगी को आसान बनाना है और आने वाली चुनौतियों के लिए हमें तैयारी करनी है। चाहे वो हेल्थ सेक्टर है, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, चाहे वो हमारा सोशल सिस्टम है जो हमारा, क्योंकि अभी जब से ग्लोबलाइजेशन हुई है हमारे लिए नई नई तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी आई हैं और नई तरह की चुनौतियां भी आई हैं। तो हमारा एक जो सोशल फैब्रिक है, अब ग्लोबलाइजेशन के दौर में हमें उसको कैसे बचा के रखना है। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी, क्योंकि बार बार जिक्र उनका इसलिए आ रहा है कि मतलब उन्होंने लाइफ के हर एस्पेक्ट पे हमें एक नया रोड मैप दिया है। तो उन्होंने कहा है विकास भी विरासत भी, तो हमें विरासत को भी बचा के रखना है। तो उसके लिए जरूरी है कि हमारी जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है वो रैंकिंग और ये कंपटीशन की स्पिरिट में जाते जाते हमारी जड़ों से जुड़ के जाए। और किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूशन का अल्टीमेट गोल ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि हमें रैंकिंग ही लेनी है। रैंकिंग मिलनी चाहिए जब ग्लोबल कंपटीशन की बात करेंगे, लेकिन हमारा एम जो है अपनी सोसाइटी को बेहतर बनाना है, अपने देश को बेहतर बनाना है, और जो भी नेशनल एजेंडा हमारे देश का हो उसमें हमें पार्टिसिपेट करना है।
National education policy, it's not just a policy, I feel. It's one of the futuristic document for the education system, which is of course going to be get implemented in my country first, and then later on, trust me, good number of other nations, they are going to be take the benefits by implementing the same kind of features, same kind of the traits which we have brought in this policy for their benefit also. And if I am not wrong to say, some of the countries are already starting working on it. Even Australia, they have following our footprints of the national education policy, and some of the delegates, when they visited to my country, even to my university also, they mentioned it, they endorsed it. Like a Professor Duncan, Vice Chancellor from the Federal University, one of the oldest university in Australia, they said this policy have all the features which every education system supposed to be have. So it is a totally a futuristic, and I think it's the first time if you see the policies, because every country they have their mandate, like India. India being one of the biggest country in all the way in the diversity, socialism, population, many ways. So they could find we have taken every aspect as well as every path, starting from the elementary, starting from the even Anganwadi till the PhD programs, doctorate level programs, to be make the learners to be go out this world to serve the nation and society. I think this is one of the complete document
Okay.
which has been given by the government of India by taking the all stakeholders inputs. Because I still remember the day when it was created in sitting in a Shastri Bhavan Block C. It took 4 years of time with a huge team work. So they've been from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, east to west, and conducted, I think, more than 10,000 workshops, seminars, not only with the vice chancellors and deans, even with the elementary teachers, even with the sport persons, even with the persons those are involved in some kind of the education system, maybe the non-teaching staff, to understand how the system is existing, what the new ventures, new innovative way, because keeping the technology, I should say one word, 10 years before or 20 years before, in a higher education system, you ask to any leader, they will simply say university is curriculum driven.
Okay.
But today, the university is a demand driven, technology driven. So when we talk about the technology, when we talk about the demand of the industry which is coming for my, I have to create my stakeholders to that level. So if my curriculum, as per my best of knowledge, best of my teachers' knowledge, I am going to be created, and it is not going to serve the purpose for my nation, serve the purpose for my industry, then I think we have to bring the change. And this is what the NEP 2020 given this freedom to every higher education institutions. You should design the curriculum as per the need of your region, then your nation, and then of course the holistic development of the learners for the international level.
Wonderful. So Professor,
Okay, when I will speak about my university, yes, we are leading in this aspects. If you will start counting even the bullet wise, okay, I'll take up the first. We wanted to bring the language proficiency with the regional language to be incorporated. Immediately, Bharat Bhashani, the mission of the government of India, initiated, and the nodal center made by Punjab University, Chandigarh. Chandigarh University was the first university, even we are the private university. We sent our 15 authors names list. Those are going to write the books in Punjabi for the engineering, management, architecture, and even a law. So we have taken a lead for the language point of view. Because if we are not going to provide the literature in the regional languages, how I am expect my learners to be take interest in the regional languages?
Yes, true.
So that is the point. So Bharat Bhashani, I totally. Now I'll come to the B point. Multiple entry and exit is the another biggest salient feature in this national education policy. So we have already in our recent board of studies, irrespective of all my 156 plus programs, we have implemented the students from this now 4 years graduation program as per NEP 2020, which we have implemented for our curriculum. They wants to be get exit at any mode from my campus to be going anywhere in this country as per this NEP 2020. Yes, they have a freedom. And at the same time, those wish to be come to my university even after completing a 1 year in one campus or maybe a couple of years in another campus to carry diploma or certificate as per this. Yes, we brought this amendment, we brought these features in this. Now coming to this in a research and development, I say proudly, till date in this journey of last 5 to 7 years of time, 150 startups we have already generated. We say proudly. But with this NEP 2020, we got another niche that earlier the startups were coming only for the technological point of view, like electrical engineers, of course civil engineers, mechanical engineers, of course this is the technology. But today you will see the recent trends we brought in these startups are coming from the legal studies. Startups coming from the management side, startups coming from the nursing side also. Can you imagine how the healthcare sector is boomed up with the startups culture? And that is what the NEP 2020 says. Your every program is a unique, your every learner is a unique. You should give the diet, the academic diet to every learner as per their taste, as per their choice, as per their passion. This is what we are just implementing over here.
Wonderful, sir. चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी 2012 में एग्जिस्टेंस में आई और जो हमारी मैनेजमेंट का एक व्यू पॉइंट था कि हमने इसको स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट यूनिवर्सिटी बनाना है,
तो जब मैं नेशनल पॉलिसी 2020 देखता हूं और उससे हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी का जो ओवरऑल वर्क कल्चर है और जिस डायरेक्शन में हम जा रहे हैं और जैसे हमने शुरू किया, मुझे लगता है कि एनईपी को हमने काफी हद तक पहले ही काफी उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया हुआ है.
ओके.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन. So, in order to impart a quality education, it is very important to use technology. तो हमारे यहाँ टेक्नोलॉजी का भरपूर जो है वो यूज हो रहा है. आपने यूनिवर्सिटी विजिट किया है, जगह जगह आप देखेंगे कि हमने हर जगह जो है टेक्नोलॉजी हमारी इन यूज है. चाहे वो स्टूडेंट्स की रिपोर्ट्स का हो, स्टूडेंट्स के एडमिशंस का हो, स्टूडेंट्स का डाटा मैनेजमेंट हो, एम्प्लॉयज का डाटा मैनेजमेंट हो, एम्प्लॉयज की अप्रेजल हो, एम्प्लॉयज का जनरल मूवमेंट हो, किसी भी तरह का आप इशू ले लीजिए, उसमें जो यूनिवर्सिटी ने सारा डिजिटाइज किया हुआ है. और वो डिजिटाइजेशन जो है वो डिजिटाइजेशन सिर्फ डॉक्यूमेंट्स की डिजिटाइजेशन नहीं है, वो तो एक ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस है और हम उसको और भी एक्सेलरेट करेंगे. जहां तक डिजिटाइजेशन टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन है, टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन के दो मेजर इशू पार्ट्स हैं. नंबर वन, उस टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन इन एकेडमिक्स, तो उसमें हमारा एलएमएस यूनिवर्सिटी का खुद का डेवलप किया हुआ जो है लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम है,
जो उसका ईआरपी है,
जो ईआरपी है. ईआरपी का एक पार्ट है. ईआरपी इज ए broader term which is basically our team which develops all the kinds of applications which we need. So it is in house, you can say, system where we do not much depend on you can say external agencies. हम उनसे नहीं लेते, हम अपना डेवलप करते हैं. तो उसमें एलएमएस हमारा जो है बहुत, उसमें हमारे लेक्चर्स इन्हें जो है पहले लोड हो जाते हैं, बच्चा उसको पढ़ सकता है, बच्चा उसके बेस पे तैयारी करके आके क्वेश्चनिंग कर सकता है. लैब्स में टेक्नोलॉजी यूज हो रही है, सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन जो है वो स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट है. रिसर्च में हम जितना हमें चाहिए इंस्ट्रूमेंट वो हमारे पास पूरा है. जो नया फील्ड है हम उसमें जा रहे हैं, डाटा साइंस में, मशीन लर्निंग. सो हम उसको जो है जैसे जैसे आ रहे हैं, जो जो नए नए चीजें आ रही हैं, वो चाहे एकेडमिक्स में उसको कर रहे हैं. अभी जो हमने हमारा जो हार्डवेयर है, नेचुरली इट गेट्स यू कैन से ओल्ड विद टाइम. तो हमारी बड़ी एक वेल डिफाइंड पॉलिसी है जिसमें हम उसको जो पुराना है उसको कैसे अपग्रेड करना है, जो अपग्रेड नहीं हो सकता उसको हम जो है उसकी जगह नया ला रहे हैं. तो सिस्टम्स अपग्रेड हो रहे हैं. और जो हमारा जैसे CUIMS एक ऐसा एक प्लेटफॉर्म है यूनिवर्सिटी का जो इंफॉर्मेशन मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम है, वो इतना इलेबोरेट है कि उसके ऊपर आपको हर चीज का जवाब मिलेगा. See, multiple exit and multiple entry system, we can look at it in two different ways. Number one is that regular intake of the students, where we allow student to enter anywhere and leave anywhere. Second part, this is you can say level at which you can enter or leave. That is one. That is basically level based, you can say, system where you allow student to enter or exit at any level. That is one aspect of multiple entry and exit. Other aspect is time related, that whenever you feel like comfortable, you can say, for example, if a student is there, he has completed his first year, then he has to you can say leave the studies due to any reason, and he wants to come back after 1 year, then we will be allowing him to do so. So we are already doing it. This in our you can say embedded in our system. So अभी जो बच्चा है कोई कहीं गया हुआ है, वो हमारे से परमिशन लेके गया हुआ है कि मैं वहां जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है, तो कहता है कि मैं साल बाद जब वापस आता है तो उसको हम कंटिन्यू करवाते हैं. ओके. तो वो जो है वो जो टाइम गैप के साथ कोई बच्चा अगर जाता है या आता है तो वो भी सिस्टम है. दूसरा जो ज्यादा होलिस्टिक मतलब है वो मल्टीपल एग्जिट और मल्टीपल एंट्री का, वो ये है कि बच्चा किसी भी लेवल पर आपके यहाँ एंट्री कर ले. ओके. यूजुअली पहले जो स्टैंडर्ड था उसमें जरूरी ये होता था कि बच्चा बीएससी ही करता हो, ठीक है, और वो बीएससी कर रहा है तो बीएससी के फर्स्ट ईयर में, सेकंड ईयर में उसकी माइग्रेशन हो जाती थी, थर्ड ईयर में माइग्रेशन हो जाती थी. तो मल्टीपल एंट्री तो उस लेवल से उस टाइप की पहले भी थी. लेकिन अभी जो डिफरेंस है ये है कि बच्चा किसी एक स्ट्रीम में कर रहा है, उसको लगता है कि मैं इस स्ट्रीम में आना चाहता हूँ, तो उसकी मैपिंग हो जाती है क्रेडिट्स की, और उसके बेस के ऊपर जो है उसको दे दिया जाता है। और जो मल्टीपल एग्जिट सिस्टम है उसको अक्रॉस द बोर्ड और एकदम लागू करना वो किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए एक चैलेंजिंग टास्क है। उसका रीजन ये है कि जो कोर्स कंटेंट करिकुलम पहले बना हुआ है वो करिकुलम जो है वो उसका 3 ईयर 4 साल या 5 साल जब भी उसकी डिग्री का जो ड्यूरेशन है उसके हिसाब से इन टोटलिटी बना हुआ है। तो उसको जो उसकी होलिस्टिक जो उसका पूरा उसको जो उस डिग्री से चाहिए वो जब ये पूरा 3 साल का या 4 साल का या 5 साल का करता है तब ही मिलता है। अगर हमने उसको डिवाइड करना है ईयर वाइज, फर्स्ट ईयर के बाद सर्टिफिकेट, सेकंड के बाद डिप्लोमा, थर्ड के बाद एडवांस डिप्लोमा या डिग्री, फोर्थ के बाद उसका एडवांस यू कैन ऑनर्स डिग्री या एडवांस ऑनर्स डिग्री, तो अगर उसमें डिवाइड करना है तो देन उसकी जो सर्टिफिकेट की वैल्यू पड़े तो उसके लिए कुछ जो पार्ट उसका उसको हमने हायर लेवल पे पढ़ाना था वो हमें नीचे लेके आना पड़ेगा। तो उसकी एडजस्टमेंट जो है हर एक, और बिकॉज देर आर प्लेथोरा ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स, अभी एक दो की बात तो है नहीं है, अभी इतना डाइवर्सिफिकेशन है सब्जेक्ट्स में भी कि आप इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते कितने कोर्सेज हैं। अब उसके हिसाब से हर एक कोर्स, अब एक बच्चा बीए में अगर आता है या बीएससी में आता है तो उसका फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री, अब कंप्यूटर साइंस भी ले सकता है, वो केमिस्ट्री भी ले सकता है। अगर उसने फर्स्ट ईयर के बाद में छोड़ना है तो अगर उसने वो सर्टिफिकेट लेना है तो पहले हमें ये देखना पड़ेगा कि वो सर्टिफिकेट लेने के बाद में उसकी एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी के चांसेस क्या हैं और किस लेवल की एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी उसको मिलेगी। वो एक लैब अटेंडेंट बन सकता है या एक लेबोरेटरी में टेक्नीशियन बन सकता है। तो उसके हिसाब से फिर हमें उसका कोर्स को रीडिजाइन करना पड़ेगा कि अगर वो लैब अटेंडेंट का काम कर सके तो इसका मतलब उसको फिजिक्स का लैब हैंडल करने का थोड़ा बहुत उसको पता होना चाहिए कि अगर मैं लैब हैंडल करनी है तो मुझे क्या क्या उसके प्रीरिक्विजिट्स हैं। तो उसको सिर्फ फिजिक्स का एक थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज ही ना हो, थोड़ा उस लेवल का, प्लस उसको जो इक्विपमेंट्स हैं उसको कैसे अपकीप करनी है, कैसा इक्विपमेंट होता है, एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कैसे कंडक्ट किए जाते हैं, तो उसको उसका बेसिक नॉलेज जो है वो देना पड़ेगा। जो डिप्लोमा करके जा रहा है तो उसका लेवल थोड़ा ऊपर होगा तो उसके हिसाब से उसको जब मल्टीपल एग्जिट में हमें मल्टीपल एंट्री में उतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी, मल्टीपल एग्जिट में बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आएगी, तो उसके लिए हम एकदम इसको लागू नहीं कर सकते। तो हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी ने क्या किया है कि हम वी आर गोइंग फॉर हाई एंड यू कैन से एग्जिट एट 2 to 3 levels। So, जो हमारे 2 लेवल डिग्री कोर्सेज हैं तो उसमें अगर 3 इयर्स के बाद में बच्चा जाना चाहता है तो उसको जनरल बीएससी दे देते हैं हम। मैं जस्ट एन एग्जांपल आपको बीएससी की बात कर रहा हूँ, कोई बीए है, बीकॉम है या एमबीए है, एमबीए 4 साल के बाद है, 1 साल लेता है तो जहाँ उसका जो एग्जिट पॉइंट पहले की पॉलिसी के हिसाब से बनता था वो तो उसकी जनरल डिग्री होगी। अगर उसके ऊपर जाना चाहता है तो उसकी एडवांस डिग्री होगी। ठीक है, तो हम उसको एग्जिट का ऑप्शन अभी दे रहे हैं कि आप इस पे भी निकल सकते हो, इस पे। और जब बच्चा उससे, जैसे बच्चे ने अगर थर्ड ईयर में जब जाता है तो हम थर्ड ईयर में ही उससे पूछेंगे कि आपने थर्ड ईयर के बाद में एग्जिट लेना है या आपने फोर्थ ईयर के बाद में एग्जिट लेना है। अगर थर्ड ईयर के बाद में एग्जिट लेना है तो उसका एक स्ट्रीम हो जाएगा, अगर उसने फोर्थ के लिए जाना है तो दूसरा स्ट्रीम हो जाएगा। तो नेचुरली उनके अंदर फिर हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि इसको हमने क्या पढ़ाना है, इसको क्या पढ़ाना है। हम सेम जो है वो एक ही चीज उसको जो है आप नहीं दे सकते। ठीक है, तो अभी दैट वी विल हैव टू सी कि उसको क्या देना है। ठीक है, अगर मैं थाली में चावल डाल दूं तो एक जो जानवर है, कुत्ता है जैसे, वो आराम से खा लेगा, लेकिन सारस उसको नहीं खा पाएगा। ठीक है, ठीक है। और अगर मैं उसको जो है सुराही में डाल दूंगा तो सारस उसमें से पानी पी लेगा, वो कोई और दूसरा जानवर नहीं पी पाएगा। तो हम ये काम नहीं कर सकते कि हम एक ही थाली सबको परोस दें, तो हमें अलग अलग करना पड़ेगा। तो इसलिए जो है ना उसको हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि जो इस टाइप के बच्चे हैं जो थर्ड ईयर के बाद जाते हैं तो उसको हमने क्या देना है, फोर्थ के बाद जाते हैं उसको क्या देना है, जहाँ 5 ईयर कोर्स है तो थर्ड ईयर के बाद में क्या देना है, तो हम उनको ऑप्शन देंगे। तो जैसे थर्ड ईयर के बाद में ऑप्शन दे दिया कि आप थर्ड में आप इस साइड जाना चाहते हैं तो ठीक है, अगर आप एडवांस में जाना चाहिए बताइए तो वो चला जाएगा। अब बच्चे ने डिसाइड कर लिया कि मैं एडवांस में जाना चाहता हूँ, मीन्स 5 ईयर्स लगाना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन जब चौथे में गया तो उसको लगा कि नहीं यार मैं तो तंग होऊंगा, तो हम वहां भी उसको ऑप्शन देंगे कि अब भी टाइम है, बोलो आपको 4 साल के बाद एग्जिट चाहिए या 5 के बाद चाहिए, तो अगर 4 के बाद आता तो 4 के बाद दे देंगे, 5 को 5 के बाद दे देंगे, और फिर उसको जैसे जैसे ये सिस्टम इवॉल्व होगा देन वी विल ब्रिंग डाउन इट टू लोअर लेवल, बिकॉज जितना आपका बेस वाइड होता जाएगा ना सर, उतनी ही वो डाइवर्सिटी बढ़ती जाएगी, उसको मैनेज करने की प्रॉब्लम भी उतनी ही बढ़ती जाएगी। इट इज पिरामिड, सो पिरामिड के ऊपर हमें टैकल करना वो आसान है, और नीचे जो उसका इतना वाइड बेस है, उस बेस के ऊपर इस तरह की जो मल्टीपल एग्जिट बेसिकली वो ज्यादा इशू क्रिएट करेगी, क्योंकि जो नई पॉलिसी है वो बड़ी लिबरल और बड़ी फ्लेक्सिबल है। जो बंदा साइंस में है वो प्योरली साइंस नहीं पढ़ना चाहता, वो फिजिक्स और मैथ पढ़ना चाहता है, लेकिन साथ में म्यूजिक करना चाहता है, ठीक है, तो ये भी हो सकता है कि वो बच्चा टैलेंटेड हो, उसका साइंस में इंटरेस्ट हो, लेकिन वो म्यूजिक में जाना चाहता है, ठीक है, तो उसको हम जो है डिप्लोमा या जो सर्टिफिकेट है वो किसी म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट में है, या वो सिंगिंग में है बच्चा, ठीक है, उस लेवल का है, तो उसमें जाना चाहता है, तो उस हिसाब से जो है वो, अब क्योंकि डाइवर्सिटी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगी, एक आर्ट्स वाला बच्चा साथ में कहेगा मैं फिजिक्स भी करना चाहता हूँ, तो फिर उसको जो मल्टीपल एंट्री है और उसके जो इस तरह के क्रेडिट सिस्टम है, उसके ऊपर जो है हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि बच्चे को कहाँ से कौन सा क्रेडिट मिल रहा है, वो सारी क्रेडिट सिस्टम के जिसके ऊपर मैं अभी ज्यादा नहीं उसके ऊपर ज्यादा बोल सकता, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट एट प्रेजेंट इन माय डोमेन, तो उसको भी हमने देखना पड़ेगा। सो दैट मल्टीपल एग्जिट एंड मल्टीपल एंट्री सिस्टम इज अ वेरी गुड सिस्टम, नो डाउट, बट इसको अक्रॉस द बोर्ड इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए इट रिक्वायर्स लॉट ऑफ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, लॉट ऑफ परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस, उसको सारे को देखना, उसके बाद ये
तो मतलब टाइम के साथ
इवॉल्व होगा, ये धीरे धीरे इवॉल्व होगा।
राइट,
सिर्फ यूनिवर्सिटी उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करे और उसकी विजिबिलिटी आए, वो चीज एक यूनिवर्सिटी पे डिपेंड नहीं करती, वो हमारे ऊपर कंप्लीटली डिपेंड नहीं करती, उसमें एक्सटर्नल जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनका भी आएगा, बिकॉज इसमें इंडस्ट्री भी इन्वॉल्व है, इसमें जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं वो भी इन्वॉल्व हैं, दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूशंस भी इन्वॉल्व हैं, यहाँ का बच्चा अगर कहीं, मैं ये भी तो देखूंगा ना कि अगर मेरा बच्चा 2 साल के बाद सपोज उसको लगता है कि चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी इज नॉट राइट फॉर मी, मैं उसमें जाना चाहता हूँ, और वो आगे वाली यूनिवर्सिटीज को लेने को तैयार नहीं है, तो मेरे सारे एफर्ट जो है वो वेस्ट चले जाएंगे, ठीक है, बाहर से बच्चा आ रहा है, मैं उस पर्टिकुलर के लिए तैयार नहीं हूँ, तो उसको, सो दिस इज अ होलिस्टिक थिंग, दिस यू कैन से चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी इज doing what it can do to apply and implement national education policy। तो उनके जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं हम ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वो बेशक वो डाइवर्सिटी है या रिसर्च का एरिया है या डिजिटाइजेशन है या अच्छी गवर्नेंस है या उसके जो लिबरल आर्ट्स का फील्ड है, इंडियन कल्चर को और इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस को और इंडियन आर्ट को प्रमोट करना है, या जो ओवरऑल उसके इसको जो एजुकेशन को एक थ्रस्ट देना है ताकि ये प्रो स्टूडेंट बने, तो उसके लिए यूनिवर्सिटी अपना रोल जो है वो कर रही है, एंड वी आर होपफुल के जो हमारा पार्ट है वो अगले हम 2-3-4 साल में पक्का उसको एस्टेब्लिश करेंगे, बट उसकी सक्सेस और उसका जो आउटकम है it will depend upon the you can say all linkages, without those we are not working in silos।
Dr. Gurpreet, I would like to interact with you, and the purpose of this interaction is to know more about the implementation of national education policy। आपका यूनिवर्सिटी मार्वलस काम कर रहा है सर इस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में, और इसके कुछ बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट डोमेन्स हैं जिनके बारे में मैं आपसे डिस्कस करूंगा आज। इससे पहले कि मैं अलग अलग डोमेन्स पे आपसे डिस्कशन करूं, डॉक्टर गुरप्रीत, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूंगा कि ये जो सेंटर है, दैट इज सेंटर फॉर डिस्टेंस एंड ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, एंड यू आर कोऑर्डिनेटर ऑफ स्वयं लोकल चैप्टर चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी, इस पूरे डिपार्टमेंट का जिसको आप हेड कर रहे हैं सर, इसका क्या रेलेवेंस एंड सिग्निफिकेंस है, स्पेशली इन दी लाइन ऑफ न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी नाउ, नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me start with this very fact, how we started all this thing and what are the genesis of Center for Distance and Online Education at Chandigarh University. So, dated back in 2019, when we became, when we were accredited with the NEP A+ in the month of September 2019. Afterwards, we started with the open distance learning.
Okay.
That is one of the mode where a learner can, which actually you can call it as correspondence in previous definitions. So we started with open distance learning, somewhere to 10 courses, where 5 undergraduate and 5 postgraduate program in management, commerce, computer application, and humanities. Then the genesis of the fully online degree program and SWAYAM actually with respect to national digital India mission, wherein specifically national mission on education through information communication technology specific. This paved the way for having online degree courses, which is leading to the next part, that is online degree program.
Okay.
The larger objective of national education policy, that is 50% increase in gross enrollment ratio in the higher education by 2035.
Okay.
That is the objective. If you say last current gross enrollment ratio which India had in 2018, somewhere around 26.3.
Okay.
So the target is, with respect to national education policy 2020, it is 50% by 2035.
Okay.
Now to achieve this particular aim, you can do in two ways. Either you can have a lot of higher education institutes across the country, but that is very costly, and land acquisition policy different for different states. So what is the solution? The solution given by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji in the form of Digital India, where technology playing its important part.
Yes.
Now sir, how technology playing its important part? In the year 2015, SWAYAM platform was launched, Study Web of Active Young Aspiring Minds. That is Indian platform which actually gave a direction for the learners across pan India to enroll in courses which are developed by IITs, IIMs, and institutes of national importance. Which has weightage not only in our subcontinent but has a weightage globally as well. So same platform started, and right now it has 9 coordinators, mainly from the IITs. It is represented by NPTEL, which is prior to SWAYAM, somewhere around 2009 and 10 it started. Then you have National Institute of Open Schooling, National Institute of Technical Teacher Training and Research, UGC itself, Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Management. So a cluster of 9 national coordinators, and we being at Chandigarh University, where primarily our cluster is engineering. However, sir, we are offering management courses, we are offering the law courses, sciences courses, pharmacy, and humanities and liberal arts. So primarily being engineering courses, so we adopted SWAYAM courses. One of the leading local chapter we established in November 2019, and we started credit transfer with our SWAYAM courses. Now how did we did? We aligned our program core courses of all the branches. For example, if I say, take an example of computer science and engineering. My student is learning one of the course, that is database management system, in odd semester, that is maybe 3rd, 5th, or you can say in the first semester any programming language. Same, the curriculum which we have for that particular course, we map with the course which is offered by SWAYAM platform, and in that particular NEPTEL coordinator. So the course can be run by IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, or IIT Bombay. So we map our syllabus with that particular course which is offering, for example, DBMS, Database Management System, or Cloud Computing, which is by IIT Kharagpur. They have their own cloud MAG. So we map our course curriculum with that, and we have kept it somewhere around 60 to 70%. If the syllabus match, we guide the students to enroll onto that course. But being a Chandigarh University, where we have ensured in the last 3 years somewhere around 30,000 learners, as per the data, if I can show you
how it has evolved.
So you will see, you can see that. Let me share you the authentic thing. See, Chandigarh University Mohali, local chapter 3391. So you can see that in the last 4 academic years.
Okay.
This one is the latest, July-December.
Okay.
Where 11,429 students have undergone.
This is 6 months only, sir. 1 semester.
So 1 semester. This is 1 academic year.
Okay.
July-December. Then January, April 2024. So one academic year. So January, April 2024, the registration and the process is underway. So this is in one academic year, two times, July, December, January, April. Then you see this academic year 22-23, 18,000, somewhere around 18,000 learner. So on and all, Chandigarh University has been on the forefront of making students ensure two things: self-paced learning, which ultimately giving academic flexibility to the learners. This is the prime objective. And the larger objective is the lifelong learning. The attribute which we are developing in the learner, that is lifelong learning, wherein during any course of his life, wherever he will be doing his maybe he can be entrepreneur, he can be in public sector or a corporate. The attribute of lifelong learning is developed through this thing. Any skill, for example, I did my engineering 20 years back. Now suddenly the technology has changed. How as a doctor group people going to adopt this technology? These platforms are giving so much of credible and qualitative courses wherein I can learn it and then on the certification which can be further validated in the market space. You see that, online education and online learning is the next future of higher education. And our government in this particular budget has given 100 crore for National Digital University.
Okay.
Wherein a learner, we have studied in an environment of stereotype. We are going to schools, then college, then university. Imagine you are given academic freedom. How? For example, you are a businessman. You have a family of a family business, and you are the only son, and you have to take care of your business. Followed by you have passion for learning also, but due to your family business, you cannot join a formal college or this thing. This is the major case which has happened, especially in our country where a lot of rural area is there. The occupation is agriculture and other unorganized sectors of employment. Here in this particular plays a very important part. So I did my after matriculation I did my vocational. Okay. So when I did my vocational courses, that kind of credits I have accumulated. Okay, how technology plays an important part. That courses which I have done, and after that I have taken a break. All right. So what academic credits you have on, that is technologically saving in one part. Now what is that? Academic bank of credits. All these things are interconnected. You will see how this thread is there. How this fabric works. So I did after my matriculation or I did vocational. Then I took a break. Okay. So my credits which I have earned, I have put it on my ABC account and my certification on the DigiLocker. After a few years, when I established my business or I established my entrepreneurship, I said I will continue this thing. I took admission to a new course where prerequisite was my previous vocational or any degree which I have done, and my credits are mapped and transferred over there. I started with my third semester. My first year exempted because of previous degree which I want, some credits which were mapped, equivalency was done, and I was starting from my this thing. Now, during that course of third and fourth semester, I again took a break. My credits again onto my digital storage, that is academic bank of credit, and my documents on the DigiLocker. After a few years, I joined further and I redeemed my credits and started with the next. Now here you will see that the administrative part at the student, that is very less. You just have to go into X institute to Y institute. You just have to share your ABC account authorization and they will redeem the credits and you have to share your DigiLocker documents with them. Everything technology based, authenticated automatically. See how the process goes smoothly and the learner comes the learner journey. One more part here is that multiple entry and multiple exit. Gross enrollment ratio by 50% 2035 is one of the objective of national education policy. Now how it can be done? That is a big question. It can be done only through online education, wherein technology plays an important part. The online education through technology gives empower you to enroll n number of learners in particular program or a course. That is what theme of massive open online courses, that is MOOCs. All right. Now for that you should have a strong digital infrastructure at your place. Okay. For example, a university having X acres of land can have X number of classrooms and can have X number of students. But when you want more enrollments in your programs and programs to be qualitative in nature, you have to have more faculty and you have to have more infrastructure. Now that is quite challengeable. Now how you can increase this thing? You can have a technology platform which we say as learning management system, a virtual classroom environment which has following things. You call it as 4 quadrants which are given by SWAM guidelines of 2017 and 18.
Okay.
So in one quadrant you have video courses, e-video courses, and how many video courses, how many hours, it is mapped with the credit. If a X course has 4 credit, it means 120 hours of learning. In a online degree environment, 1 credit equivalent to 30 hours of learning by the learner. But in the conventional, it is 1 credit is mapped with 15 hours of learning. So here it is double because self-paced is there. All right. The more learner has to engage more self rather than a course mentor in a routine. So it is the framework is through a learning management system, which is a virtual classroom environment. And in that particular learning management system, 4 quadrants are defined. First quadrant is the course video repository mapped with the credits. Second quadrant says ebooks, textbooks, and more thing is open educational resources, OER. OER, that material is over there. Followed by, in the quadrant 3, the LMS has discussion forums. Now what is discussion forum? For example, you are also enrolled in X course, I am also enrolled in same X course, Madam is also X. We as a peer will discuss over there, plus the course coordinator, course mentor will share a thread over there where discussion, he will initiate discussion. And in that particular also scope of live sessions are also there. So when a learner goes through quadrant 1, quadrant 2 of learning, he might be having some doubts. So somewhere around 12 hours of live sessions in a 12-week course, meaning 1 lecture in 1 week. So that a learner can take out from his schedule. See what a flexibility they are giving. Then quadrant 4 is your graded and non-graded assignments, followed by end term examination or a course examination. So now all these things in a flexible timing, right? And this gives learners of diverse age and diverse profession to learn at their own pace, self-paced learning, and engaging them in academic activity, learning activity. And the courses are not limited to professional degrees. Courses are such a diversity is there. Even you can learn academic writing, email etiquettes are there, Indian knowledge system courses are there.
Directional skills can be
languages. I want to learn X language, that course is available. So an objective of making learner lifelong learner, an attribute. So that is the beauty. And if I say answer to a question, how only this thing will lead to gross enrollment of achieving 50% by 2035. In this, when you have a technology infrastructure at your place, that empowers you to enroll learners and numbers. Your actual digital infrastructure is the key strength to have large enrollments, plus the governance part. Whatever learning you are doing on your virtual classroom, the LMS, then the proctored examination over there only, you can give examination in your own environment. Maybe your office, maybe your home, maybe outside. Monitored through AI tools, examination proctored, followed by your learnings coming in the form of e-certificates, validated and authenticated, moving to DigiLocker, which you can access anytime, anywhere, and you can share with others. Followed the credits which you have earned, going to academic bank of credit, which you can redeem whenever you do next particular program, any part, any phase of your life. So see how the administration in an online program goes. The only strength is having digital strong infrastructure where government is also supporting in that. Now, what does it say? The courses which you do, a learner can do courses in three ways in India. One is through open distance learning. Okay, I'll tell you difference between open distance learning and online also.
Right.
Very thin fabric difference. One is fully online courses, and another one you call it as conventional way or regular way. So, with reference to public notification of University Grant Commission dated 2nd September 22, whatever mode of education a learner do in India, they are all equivalent.
Okay.
For example, you have done degree in open distance learning mode. I have done in conventional mode. Another friend does online mode.
Okay.
When we are going to the market space, its weightage is equivalent. Now, how the weightage is equivalent? Just by having public notice,
It cannot become.
it is technically done. In the September 2020 UGC guidelines of Distance Education Bureau online ODL, the credit being framework is defined, wherein a higher education institution who is offering open distance learning programs as well as online degree program, the curriculum framework, the scheme of that particular program in the form of credits is same which they are offering in their conventional regular mode. For example, here my MBA is going in University School of Business in a conventional mode. When you will see it's the curriculum structure, it's same, it is in open distance learning and same is in the online learning. In an easy language, I can say if 107 credits a learner earns in a conventional degree programs, 107 in open distance learning, 107 in online learning. So this is basically proves the equivalency part, technically speaking. Government is also supporting this thing that why a learner should enroll for online degree program. At times the learner drops out after graduation or maybe after 10+2 due to a number of reasons. Maybe he wants to pursue entrepreneurship, family business or a job, something, but he has inquisitive to learn things. So he has option of open distance learning and online learning. So he feels online learning is more easy for him just because anytime, anywhere, he can enroll in a listed university, approved university of UGC in the program. He can learn in a virtual environment which is web-based and mobile-based app. He can give the examination in a proctored environment which is also web-based and mobile-based, and the certificates which he or she earn is validated in the marketplace.
Okay.
So with these type of things coming up, it empowers learner, it motivates learner to take up online degree programs. Now comes the second part, that is when so much things are happening, okay, there are negative parts also. How in an examination and in a stereotype environment you have invigilator. If you move here and there or try to do cheating, you got caught. Here also the technology has evolved in such a way, very strong AI powered platforms are there for examination which authenticates the learners. For example, I am sitting for the examination, it will authenticate me. Now what is the process? Facial recognition plus your Aadhaar card or a university ID. Then you enter the examination environment. When you enter the examination environment, prior to the student is given full training what do's and don'ts are there. A learner who is honest from inside, ethically correct, enjoys this type of learning and examination platform. So there are very less chances where learner do hanky-panky things and frisk the examination system. So technology has solved this problem and it has given the learner an empowerment and a place where he can give examination as per his requirement, as per his availability. We call it as on-demand examination. When are you giving so much of flexibility to learner, so automatically honesty comes. If I say you have to give examination at 10 to 12 p.m. On availability of your date, on-demand examination. So you will be honest with yourself. Yes, things are moving at my own pace, my own availability. So technology plus human characteristics both working fine, and it is going very well. People have adopted it. So okay, so UGC has mandated that whosoever learner enrolls in any of your program has to has a ABC account. Now here you have to create first a infrastructure for that. So we have created a section under Controller of Examination and Registrar Office, that is National Academic Depository. A section we have named as NAD, wherein we have one of our faculty who was very proactive in digital space. So we have given him that particular appointment, wherein a learner, when he enrolls for any program in Chandigarh University, we create a NAD account for that. Now for that, 2-3 things at the learner end should be there. One is your Aadhaar card should be connected with your mobile number.
Okay.
That one of the prerequisite is that mandatory. So when a prospective learner comes to us for the admission, in the counseling part, we explain not only the program governance structure, we also explain these particular things. And when learner, decides that I would like to take admission here, so when his admission documentation is done, which is also done digitally, therein the mobile number which we capture, we have made it mandatory that it should be connected with your Aadhaar card, so that an authentication of that particular learner is done. An ABC account of that particular learner is created and credential is also shared with him or her, followed by at the end of semester, when he or she complete the examination process, results are declared, the credits are accumulated in his account. For example, you have a bank account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also your unique identification is there. So it is accumulated over there, which the learners can, accumulate or redeem any point of his life. Followed by the digital transcripts. The digital transcripts are uploaded on the DigiLocker of the learner. So DigiLocker has to be Aadhaar card connected, and mobile number is one of the primary element which is required. So this is how this governance structure works, wherein learner at his own time, for example, you are traveling in a train and suddenly you got a call that your admission in this university is approved, we need your documents. There are two ways to give. Either you will say, okay, I will mail you or this thing, or what you can do is that instantly you will log in on your DigiLocker account and you will download it and you will give to them, or you can share access to your DigiLocker. There your task is done. And by this way, same process, you can redeem your credits also. If you are going to next course, you have done one year of course, and you have done exit for that, and for 1 year you earn 40 credits, you will get a certificate. Now in the second year you are going for diploma, and diploma is of 80 credits. So what you do, the 40 credits from academic bank of credit, you get a admission in diploma, earn 80 credits. Again, you can exit, you will be given diploma, your 80 credits accumulated on your ABC account, then your diploma certificate onto your DigiLocker. Further, after 2-3 years, you decided I would like to go for a degree program. Again, you will redeem your credits, 80 credits, you will earn your degree certificates, that will be on the DigiLocker. This is how the digital governance structure is there, which actually, makes the sophistication not only at the learner end, but at a, institute end as well.
Okay, so we are outside the e-governance cell of Chandigarh University. Let us go inside and see what is the significance of e-governance in the implementation of national education policy. So let's go inside.
Okay, so now we have come to the e-governance cell of prestigious Chandigarh University, and I'm sitting here with associate directors, Dr. Jagdeep ji and Sumit ji. Welcome, sir, both of you.
Basically, e-governance is a middle point between faculty and the administration. It is basically implementation of all the policies, policy matter. Basically, when you are working with a large number of students and faculty members, you need a system which should be transparent, and it should be work from the both sides, because from one way you can't handle the things which are need to be implemented, which are need to be for the compliance, for the betterment of the faculty, for the betterment of students. It is not one way, it is not possible. It should be 360 degree. So for interaction of a large number of students, you need a system. E-governance is creating that system.
So e-governance basically focuses upon the digitization of all the processes which exist. So yes, manual processes are there for smaller institutes, but the scale which we are dealing with over here, it leads toward a larger complexity. So if the system is not digitized, it requires a lot of man hours to be invested into mundane tasks. So to make sure that our human resources, that is our faculty members, our non-administrative staff, they are utilizing their skills to the best possible extent, So all the mundane practices which are repetitive in nature are being digitized over the years. Secondly, the policies which are in place, are they being abided by? Are they being complied upon? If not complied upon, what is the next necessary step for it? So the complete process of making sure that the system runs smoothly without any hiccups, so that the student, which is our primary stakeholder, is not getting affected by it. So this is where e-governance comes into play.
Okay, so what I understood, sir, is like there are so many repetitive processes in any organization, including academic institutes, and you want to standardize that, you want to make it more transparent, you want to digitize it, so that everything goes very smoothly and in an efficient manner.
Exactly. So basically, like the attendance marking. So it is the foremost thing in the any college or university.
Right.
The presence of the student. It is the foremost important thing.
Right.
So without digitization, it is not possible for this large number for a university. Or by digitization, it is more transparent towards the student and their parents. They have their own accounts, they can check the attendance. So it brings the transparency among all the stakeholders.
Basically, the new education policy is all about freedom.
Right.
So giving the opportunity to the students to choose from varied possible options available. So this thing can only be brought into implementation if you have a very sound architecture of the system, of the whole academic storage, the whole academic planning. So given this existence of this department e-governance, we are able to achieve this, because we are also running an open elective subject over here, which is wherein the university offers hundreds of courses, which is being opted by thousands of students. So making sure that it gets implemented and the students are getting the subjects of their preferences, this is equivalent to choice-based credit system. So we are already on the track of, we are actually executing these things which are there in new education policy. So we are already prepared for it. So having this department into place at this organization has actually helped us. So this open elective department is being run by under the jurisdiction of and support of Dr. Jagdeep. So he'd like to add on to this.
So basically, e-governance plays a pivotal role between the intercommunication of departments. So when the department try to communicate with other departments in terms of courses, in terms of subject, student exchange, and all that, e-governance plays that pivotal role.
Maybe you've heard of Chandigarh University has really grown very fast.
Yes.
So I should say leaps and bounds.
Yes.
Normally, for a university to reach this stature, the size, the kind of accreditation rankings we have, kind of name, credibility we have in higher education space, it requires about 50 to 60 years. But with the dynamic team we have here, who have really led this way, under the guidance of Honorable Chancellor Sir Sardar Sataram Singh Sandhu, we have scaled this height. So HR in a higher education space has gained importance, especially last 15 to 20 years.
Right, sir.
Erstwhile, if you see any conventional university or government universities, HR department was not there. Normally, these functions were run by registrar office only.
Yes.
But with the progression, with the times, this structure has evolved. Chancellors, vice chancellors have realized the importance. One of the key differentiator in university is the kind of talents or the staff we have, right? The quality of professors we have, the kind of intellectual capability they bring in, the kind of research capability they bring in. Time. It is very important to create that difference. So here comes the HR department. Once you get people, high quality people, high quality talents, it is very critical to give them the right ecosystem, the environment, a performance conducive culture, which is goal driven. So that is the job of HR.
Wonderful.
To manage the entire employee, or rather than say talent life cycle, from attracting them, we don't call it recruitment now, talent acquisition. From this stage to the separation. Of course, it is life. I mean, stages are, once we acquire talent, they are onboarded, they are inducted, then they are trained, then their career progression is managed. I mean, talent is managed within that time frame. Then we have to get results also. Effort of each employee has to be aligned with the vision of university, the goal of university, what we aspire for. Then their goals also have to be kind of met with that.
Yes.
So that is the job of HR, and it is very critical in these times.
वंडरफुल. सो आपने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से मिगलानी सर इसको समराइज कर दिया, बट स्टिल आई विल आस्क यू कपल ऑफ थिंग्स रिलेटेड टू व्हाट यू सेड.
And I mean, we must talk about it.
Yes.
So I understand. I mean, most of the universities have it, but still, long journey has to be traveled here to really fulfill the objective. And we must talk openly about it.
Yes,
with other, I mean, the larger fraternity also.
Right.
Whether they're deans, vice chancellors,
Yes.
and the HR fraternity. Human resources or human capital has been always complex.
Yes.
Because you have to really deal with variety of people, with variety of expectations they also have from the university. So first challenge is acquiring them, or attracting them towards the university. It is not the case erstwhile when we put up an ad in the print media, so many people come. Now they also say, is this a place right fit? Whether they will fulfill their vision if they come here. They will be able, I mean, these people are passionate about their areas, whether they are researchers, teachers, they really want to create a difference. That they can only create a difference if the right ecosystem is right. So telling them this thing, I mean, giving them that pitch, and then actually giving them the culture they can perform here, right? Getting them here in different ways, first associating with them, then telling them about the university, inviting them for lectures, something, getting their interactions with the leadership team, vice chancellor, other people in the university. Also, I have interactions. I also travel to places, right, to really talk to them, interact. We do a kind of a career seminar also for larger pool. So getting them is a challenge. Once we get them, meeting their expectations, giving them right environment I spoke about. So we are very conscious of. We have introduced best practices also. For example, once a person comes, right, his experience should also be delightful. That he has come in the right place where he can do well. Initial support during the onboarding, induction, their stay, I mean, since they come from distant places. We also focus on diversity also, right? We have staff. I mean, not only teaching staff, non-teaching staff from various states in India. I would safely say more than 20 states from India.
Right, sir.
Some people are international also from other countries.
Right, sir.
So managing this kind of a diversity with geographical nature, gender also, we have about 50% staff which is female, again from diverse locations. They have different ethos, especially geographical norms. So training them, acquainting them with other cultures is also important so that they respect each other. Then we have introduced buddy system also. Somebody comes in, that person needs a friend or a support. This practice not many universities do, right? So we do it in a full-fledged manner in a digitized way. This portal is made, a buddy is signed by HR and their respective HOD, their allocated seat, and the entire journey of 60 days from their joining, 0 day to 60 days is managed. This is the first stage. Once they are properly onboarded, inducted, right, then they kind of giving them tools, resources within their department to perform well, setting up their labs, giving them the infrastructure, whatever equipment they require in lab based on their areas, we provide. Policies are very encouraging, even policies in terms of research, seed money, incentives, whatever they need, support in terms of submitting projects. So we have a very competent team and leadership team who supports them. Then managing their careers. We don't have a conventional mindset in terms of their career, meeting the career aspirations. People want growth in various. If somebody has a passion, wants to do well, we have opened different avenues. One state line promotion for professors, assistant to associate to others, but we give them charges. For example, somebody like I get a professor in the computer sciences. He has a passion about particular technology. We support them to set up a thing, maybe a center of excellence there. Somebody is interested in placements. We give them additional charge to try placements also to help meet students their career aspirations. We create different avenues. Somebody is looking for an administrative role in registrar office. We encourage it. So we have a Again, a mechanism here. We float IJPs in terms of postings and do this entire talent management. For further promotions to HOD, other administrators, we do assessment centers also. We have an expert panel. Panel doesn't include members from Chandigarh University only. Of course, deans are there, but we rope in experts also from various reputed institutions who assess them on various aspects, not only in teaching, not only in research, their administrative capability, what they can bring in or more for the university. Based on this assessment, we promote them. We don't do it seniority based, absolutely. We do it on contribution based. They have done for the years, then their potential for the future. So we are very progressive in that. So people generally are very happy. They grow relatively faster than other universities. Then of course this journey is there. We meet their other aspects also. We in past also during COVID times. Otherwise we floated a variable program also. Somebody who wants to do well and earn more, we have policies for that also. Then of course life is a journey. We manage exit also very soon. Life is a journey. People move due to various reasons like marriages, immigration, I mean some other avenues. So we understand that some people will leave. We kind of do it very gracefully and make it that experience also very delightful. Varun Mehra, he is manager HR. So he has set up a desk wherein he hires high quality research faculty. So he has expertise in it. He understands research like a professor. So that is the competency or the capability we have built over.
Hi everyone, so today I am sitting here in this particular building, and this building is University Institute of Engineering. So with me today there are some mentors, some faculty members of different branch of engineering. So I welcome you all. This small brief panel discussion is related to the use of projects for engineering education and how students can do their projects very seriously so that it is helpful for them in creating opportunities for them in the form of entrepreneurship, or they can become self-employed later on. So how it should be done, that is a discussion we will do now. Dr. Shailendra, Indian education system का अभी तक ये criticism रहा है that there is a lot of focus on theoretical learning. I mean the bookish knowledge and everything, our students are perfect in that. Industries somewhere feel that when engineering graduates come out of the colleges, they are not industry ready. The kind of skills which they should have for industries वो उनके पास नहीं होती, और इंडस्ट्रीज में थोड़ी अलग से स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड हैं और हैंड ऑन एक्सपीरियंस उनका थोड़ा कम होता है. एंड दैट इज आल्सो कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस व्हेन इट इज डन विद अदर कंट्रीज. तो हमारा थोड़ा सा उसमें देखा जाता है कि इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटीज में प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर फोकस कम होता है और थ्योरेटिकल के ऊपर ज्यादा होता है. मैं आपका व्यू लेना चाहूंगा इसके ऊपर that how Chandigarh University is doing and what is your view on learning through projects.
So actually this is a very valid point regarding electrical engineering, because if you see in electrical engineering there is nothing visual like in mechanical engineering.
Okay.
So practical and project based things are means these are must for any department such as electrical engineering and electronics engineering as well. Actually I'll take an example like electric vehicle. We teach machines in our electrical engineering, but that is theoretical part.
Okay.
So that has to be taken to driving of these machines as per the torque and speed controls.
Yes.
So that requires quite bit of expertise in this development of the hardwares which are required. So by doing projects, student may have this practical experience of handling this drive systems.
Okay.
How the controllers are designed, how the machines work, how the power devices can help them. So these things are must, and which was lagging in previous scenarios, but today's world has grown up and it requires this project based learning system, and we in Chandigarh University have incorporated this in our curriculum by including project based projects in theory based subjects, practical based subject, everywhere we include this.
See, first of all I want to just say that electronics is not a one single branch. When we say a term electronics and communication engineering, it's all about the automation, and automation says that Now, as Dr. Shalin, my colleague, he has quoted the example of an electric vehicle. So, electric vehicle itself is a vehicle in which number of sensors are being used. Same in the automobile engineering. Everything is done with the sensing. If we go with the weather monitoring system or any kind of gadgets, equipments, appliances, everywhere we find the electronic parts in that. So if I talk of the students being graduate with the electronics and communication engineering, obviously their domain is versatile, multidimensional and multidisciplinary as well. And nowadays, from last few years, the type of education which we are giving in the electronics and communication, that is a balance of a simulation in hardware, because not everything is hardware now. It is like 50 to 60% simulation, 40 to 50% hardware. So students are well fitted in a technical, in a IT, in a core. Everywhere you will find that most of the R&D engineers are the electronics and communication graduates. And here also at the Chandigarh University in EC department, following the new education policy for which the government has given a big emphasis that now the students have to become an entrepreneur, they have to develop their experiential learning. So in that phase, if I talk of the EC department at Chandigarh University, we have incorporated number of minor tracks for them. Like electronics students, they are also getting a sub-stream of artificial intelligence and data science. They are getting a sub-stream as a robotic process automation. They are getting subjects in their minor track as a image processing also. So they are having a lot many diverse kind of education. And along with that, obviously the project based learning, which is growing, a very growing type of a term these days. Everybody is using this term, but I must say that to execute it, that is more important. Just to write somewhere that yes, we are giving a project based learning to the students, that is not a big thing.
And in this, the whole curriculum is based on the NEP 2020 structure. And among that, our focus is mostly upon experiential learning. It means that if you can experience what you are learning. Now, as per the NEP 2020 concept, the teacher-based or teaching-based learning has transformed to student-based learning. It means the student should be actually they should be given the chance to learn by themselves in a procedure in a particular manner in which they can learn by doing so. So learning and doing is something that usually gives you much more perspective rather than learning by only reading or being imprisonment. So in that what usually happens that in our project-based learning, we give them a chance to learn. Because as it is, biotechnology is a very multidisciplinary subject, where you have multiple different groups or different streams that usually influences the application of biotechnology. Students have their own perspectives, and we cannot impose our own perspective onto our students. They should have that independence of thinking that, okay, if I would like to approach something in our own perspective with a multidisciplinary concept, I should have that chance to prove that. So that platform has been given, and we are actually been encouraged by the university, Chandigarh University, to go along with it to give the student a chance to take up multiple projects. Whether people are definitely they're saying that there is a market for AI/ML. A market is there for AI/ML. But if you think about even biotechnology engineering, there are market for AI/ML because sensors, your multiple biosensors are prepared in that form. Whatever the smart watches that we are wearing, these are all biosensors. So these are the application that people are moving forward to.
So this project-based learning build a bridge between the industry and then the academia. So what in Chandigarh University, especially in our department, in aerospace engineering department, what we do is we will initiate the student or we will encourage the student to develop a project not only as outside the curriculum, inside the curriculum itself. For example, in one particular course, we will take one course which will be mapped with a higher level as per Bloom's taxonomy. In that one, we will take the assessment pattern in terms of project based. So we will not give theory questions or some case, like we will provide the opportunity to the students so that the student can select whether they want to give a product or a case study or a survey. So from the second year itself, once they entered into the core department, so they will have the habit
or they can able to develop their skills. So if I take the example of a mechatronics engineer or a mechatronics design, it is based on a concurrent approach rather than a sequential approach. Sequential approach means mechanical engineer team I have, they prepare the projects, then they pass on to the next team of electronics engineer with their constraints. Then electronics engineer, since they can't go back to the previous stage, so they are left to do with those constraints only. But on the other hand, if I have got a mechatronics engineer who has got the skills of a mechanical engineer, electronics engineer, plus who has the knowledge of control algorithms and CSC to link these two, then these challenges, these constraints which are passing on from one stage to the other are eliminated.
As we see in any country, if we talk about the GDP and its growth, then manufacturing sector is one of the biggest sector which everyone want to grow. So in India also, if we talk about the previous contribution in the manufacturing sector has been risen. So everybody in the world is looking upon India because of this reason, because India is growing and they are developing their own products. And apart from that, mechanical engineering also a backbone of agriculture sector, which is the one of the biggest contributor. Even we can see in the corona period, the downfall doesn't found in this sector also. So all the agriculture machinery and all these things has been a part of mechanical engineers. So now talk about how these are the requirements of our society, of our India, growing India or any growing country. So in this, if we talk about how we inculcate the skills among the students so that they are industry ready, they are ready for developing their own business, they are ready to become an entrepreneur. So in terms of designing the curriculum, so if in Chandigarh University, we are not only focusing upon the previous, the old model of mechanical engineers, we are switching to the new model, which is the current requirement of the industry. So in which, as my colleague already explained about the mechatronics, not only in the mechatronics, but in the mechanical engineer curriculum, we also introduce all the components of interdisciplinary branches, apart from the your automation, your artificial intelligence, even programming skills to the students. So now the main challenge is how the students will acquire those skills. So project-based learning, as we see in the new education policy, that skill-based learning is the main focus of the government of India, as well as the new education policy is focusing on that. So in order to do that, already explained, because we are following the same model in the Chandigarh University for all the branches, project-based learning, starting from the second year onwards. So students, once we are giving the opportunity to the students, the main focus and theme, first thing, what are the prerequisites before the students start the project. For example, if a student has learned the 8 to 10 subject before starting their project, then we'll keep in mind when the student getting selecting the project that those skills should must to start with that project. Only then student will able to acquire those skills and implement those skills which they have already studied. So similarly, as we move on, the level of the project is start rising. As the student reaches the final project, that is capstone projects and other competitive projects whichever students are participating. Nowadays they have won so many medals at university level and national level. Even Moon Buggy has gone for the international level also.
Department of International Affairs plays a very important role in a university, and we are a central department and providing opportunities to all the departments of the university, specifically all the academic departments. I would like to share with you, as on date, we have collaboration with 490 plus foreign universities across world, specifically in 90 plus countries. Right. It means that the Chandigarh University is having presence in 90 plus countries for various verticals. Right. I would share all these verticals in detail. Right. Out of this particular 490 plus, we can say collaboration, we have collaboration with more than 236 QS ranked universities. Right. And even 211 times higher education ranked universities. Right. And all our collaboration is basically focused towards the student mobility,
Right, sir.
faculty mobility,
Right, sir.
and research opportunities. If we are talking about the student mobility, means we are providing opportunities to all our students, specifically from short-term mobility to the long-term mobility. In short-term mobility,
Right, sir.
we are providing opportunities such as summer schools, internships, and even semester abroad, semester exchange. Then in the long-term mobility, we are providing articulation opportunities such as the dual degree, twin degree, and even joint degree opportunities to the students. In these basically models, the student who got admission at the Chandigarh University, for example, if the student get admission in engineering program, the student is having opportunity that after spending 2 years, they can go to any of our partner universities. That model is called 2+2, and similarly, in 3 years undergraduate program, that's called 1+2. The student can pursue 1 year here and can transfer to any of our partner universities. And I also would like to share with you that National Education Policy 2020 was launched in 2020.
Right.
But we are doing all those things since 2013.
Right.
Specifically, the NEP recommends that there should be, we can say, the facilities, or we can say the facilities for student exchanges, faculty exchanges, even the then we can say the teaching partnerships and for faculty partnerships. All those things we are providing here. And this is all about the various verticals of the collaborations. And even we are doing a lot of things for research.
Right.
And I also would like to share with you, as national education policy is focusing toward that, making India as a top destination.
Right.
And in Chandigarh University, we have the student, specifically international students from more than 65 countries.
Right.
It means that we are basically implementing all these parameters since long.
Right.
And even after COVID, normally we say that the world is a global village.
Right.
But we are doing all those things before the COVID, and this particular number of the collaboration, whatever I have shared. Since many years, we are #1 university in India for, we can say, the collaborations, for the quality of collaborations we have, and for providing these kind of opportunities to the student.
Right, sir.
Not only diversity from the international students, we have a diversity from even the national students.
Right.
In our campus, we have students from all states of India, all 28 states, all union territories, and already shared with you that we have a student from more than 65 countries. If I'm talking about the International Faculty Exchange Program, every year we invite the professors from our partner and non-partner universities for all semesters, even and odd semester.
Right.
And we try to invite 100+ professors under this particular International Faculty Exchange Program. They stay with us from 1 week to 12 weeks.
Right.
And during their stay in Chandigarh University, they teach the curriculum of the subject to the students, and even they participate in research activities. Then second model is the faculty development program. In the faculty development program, again, faculty development program is our annual feature. Every year in the month of July, we invite the professors from our partner and non-partner universities for 2 weeks.
Right.
And this program is designed for the development of the faculty of Chandigarh University. And they stay with us for 2 weeks, and during their stay, they basically discuss about their latest advancements in their specific field, And all the departments of Chandigarh University, they organize their individual faculty development program during that duration. Then third model is International Faculty Fellowship Program. In this particular program, we provide opportunities to our faculty members to basically get exposure in the foreign partner universities. And the last model is the Global Education Summit. This is also the annual feature. Every year we organize this Global Education Summit. And we invite more than 50 plus vice chancellors or chancellors in this particular program. In totality, we try to invite 300 to 400 professors under this faculty mobility body conduct. Sir, this particular, we can say, the internationalization of higher education is very important. And I am very much happy that now this is officially promoted under the National Education Policy 2020, because basically the student have to compete globally. And to compete globally, they should have the international exposure. Either might be the, we can say, they should have the short-term mobility or the long-term mobility, but the person get international exposure only after we can say that getting these kind of opportunities.
Because we believe that our university has been always very thoughtful, progressively thoughtful in creating platforms for the students. I must say that unique platforms that we have created. So if I go back to the history of our university, when it was established in 2009 with the mindset that we want to get into a university status. 2012 moment we got the university status, our Honorable Chancellor, this vision was very clear to make it a global university, to create that platform that gives students a lot of opportunities to connect globally so that they can become global citizens, and to impart or to share this knowledge across, bring back that knowledge resource back to our home university as well, so that we can contribute to society by providing them global citizens ready to adapt to changes, and which is the mission or goal of SDG as well, to provide meaningful network, research agreements, you can say, interdisciplinary studies, and so that students should be able to connect to the world. So this was the mission, or you can say vision, of our university when we created this department. So when we talk about cross-border institutional mobility or education hub, that means that we are trying to connect by two means, either providing with such international programs so that students can transfer in either of these ways, for an example, short term or long term. So in short term, we have summer programs, or we can say cultural programs, or some intensive industry visit kind of programs where students are allowed to go for 1 week to up to 4 weeks. So these are short term programs. Or students who want to take exchange programs, that means students will do 1 semester in a foreign country, but they pay a regular tuition fee at Chandigarh University at no additional cost. They can go and take 1 semester in different university by picking some different courses as well. We have given a 25% of flexibility to students so that they can explore interdisciplinary studies as well. If they want to pick on some language or culture program, so they can do that as well. Similarly, on the longer term, we have created these international transfer programs in various countries, which is the dream countries for our Indian students. That might be Canada, Australia, US, New Zealand, Australia, France, Switzerland. So students can do partial study at Chandigarh University and remaining study in one of these countries with our foreign partner. So that allows them to save their time and money. So for an example, they have done 50% of their course at CU and 50% they would do at a foreign university. So that saves time, money. And there's a lot of partnership scholarship and government scholarship again that comes handy. They could transfer their degree and they are able to get their complete degree from a foreign university. In certain cases, we are happy to take their credits back, evaluate and provide with them the home university degree as well. So that's about our institutional mobility program. But when we talk about educational hub, because we understand that there are challenges in traveling, so some students, those who cannot travel abroad, we have created such systems here where we invite our foreign faculties and trainers to our university, and then they provide different kind of immersion program to our students, and we try to connect them through online mode as well by creating certain programs. For an example, COIL, which is collaborative online integrated learning, to connect students with the outside world. And these programs are again focused on industry problems or the case studies that industry provide to students, and students, they are not limited to CU. So this is the program which is again at the global level. So students from Brazil, Japan and different countries also engage in these kind of activities to provide a solution from different perspectives to the industry. So these are the initiatives that we have taken under this cross-border institutional mobility and education hub.
We have a large number of academic blocks and open spaces. Each academic block has a hierarchical structure of the administrative support staff. At the apex of the administration vertical, that is looking after maintenance, that is housekeeping, is an assistant general manager housekeeping. Under him, he has a hierarchy of admin officers, assistant admin officers and building supervisors, below whom are the peons and the janitors. So collectively they address all aspects related to housekeeping of internal spaces, open spaces, Central Park, the main ground, the stadium and the car parking areas. The administration department itself is not in charge of maintenance. However, we are the start point and the end point of all maintenance related issues, whether it's concerning the mechanical, electrical, plumbing and things related to furniture and drainage. So we are the point of initiation of complaints, and it's our responsibility to liaise and coordinate with the maintenance teams of the projects departments and have the issues rectified. The administration department also is the interface with other departments of the university, like the Department of Student Welfare, with the hostels, with the projects department, for a variety of functions. The total strength of the Department of Administration housekeeping vertical is approximately 500. It's a very gender neutral establishment with equal numbers of female and male staff to address the varied requirements of our students and faculty members. We have a full-fledged university medical center which is staffed very optimally. We have a team of 6 doctors, all of whom are MBBS qualified from recognized colleges. We have, in addition to these doctors, we have 40 nurses with equal proportion of ladies and males, and a full-fledged pharmacy which is working 24/7. In addition to this, we have a fleet of 6 ambulances which are readily available for evacuation both within the campus and, if required, to our empaneled hospitals outside the campus. We have empanelments with all major hospitals in Panchkula, Mohali and Chandigarh for advanced treatment should the need so arise.
Okay, sir.
Our first activity is towards solid waste management, where we have a very methodical and sustainable model that is fully compliant with the Central Pollution Control Board norms and the Punjab Pollution Control Board norms. And we keep the entire paper trail of the flow of solid waste from the point of origin, that is at various points on the campus, to the final recycling facility. so that we have adequate proof that all recyclable material, whether it's paper, whether it's plastic or PET bottles, are adequately recycled, and we keep documentary proof of that. Thereafter, non-recyclable plastics, single-use plastics that are not recyclable and are not even biodegradable, there also we keep a paper trail of their final usage, whether it's in the furnaces of cement plants, and till such time that these are correctly disposed of in the manner that is approved by the government. And even for that, we have a paper trail.
Okay, sir.
Thereafter, we have proper contracts in place for lifting all biomedical waste, e-waste, and other such hazardous waste materials. Some which are, most of which are lifted by empaneled vendors who are empaneled with the Government of Punjab and the Punjab Pollution Control Board, and who have the requisite facilities to process these wastes in a scientific manner.
Okay, sir.
Now, in keeping with sustainable practices, we are also introducing a e-vehicle project on a self-financing basis from July this year onwards. The pilot run of that project is already ongoing, where we are analyzing and finalizing the route densities and the route alignment, timing, etc. with our partner. This will be a self-financing model, and once it's in place fully, our plan is to eliminate the movement of diesel and petrol powered vehicles from within campus duties. It will all be on e-vehicles.
Okay. Now, first of all, we have a CUMS. It is Chandigarh University Information Management System. It is available both for the students as well as for the faculty members. Each and every member can access it. Now, as we are going for, जैसे हम सोचते हैं कि हमें assessment, how to assess the students for a particular subject, we have a flexible model as per NEP 2020. So the departments are, there are various departments, है ना. कुछ departments ऐसे हैं जैसे architecture department हो गया, कोई department, one of the department is engineering, some is interior design. हर डिपार्टमेंट के अपने स्पेसिफिक कोर्सेज हैं. कोर्सेज के अकॉर्डिंग वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द असेसमेंट मॉडल्स. मॉडल्स आर ऑलवेज अप्रूव्ड बाय द हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट्स एज वेल एज द ऑफिसर्स. देन वी विल इम्प्लीमेंट दोज थिंग्स. मैं अभी आपको थोड़ा सा, हम इसको एलैबोरेट कर देते हैं हाउ वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग इट. जितने भी हमारे कोर्सेज हैं उसके लिए हमने कोई भी असेसमेंट ऐसे नहीं करा कि पर्टिकुलर फॉर कि हमने एमएसटीज ही कंडक्ट करवाने, मिड टर्म टेस्ट लेना ही लेना है या फिर हमने फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन लेना ही लेना है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टीचर. फैकल्टी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि अगर उसे, हमें लगता है फैकल्टी को या डिपार्टमेंट हेड को कि उसने इसको वर्कशॉप मोड में चलाना है या फिर सेमिनार मोड में, सम एमसीक्यू बेस्ड, सर्टिफिकेट बेस्ड और थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिकल, वी विल प्रोवाइड ऑल द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटीज ओवर हियर.
ओके मैम, तो ये जो आपका चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी का इंफॉर्मेशन मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम है, तो ये आपने बाहर से डिजाइन करवाया है या?
नहीं मैम, इट इज डिजाइंड इंटरनली.
ओके.
इंटरनल मेंबर्स हैं हमारे पास, एक वेल इक्विप्ड टीम है, और वही टीम जैसे हमारी स्पेसिफिकेशंस के अकॉर्डिंग दे आर डूइंग द थिंग्स एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेड इट.
ओके. सो मैम, आप हमें बता सकते हैं कि असेसमेंट कैसे हम लोग फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी असेसमेंट में प्रोवाइड करते हैं?
श्योर कि हमारी जो असेसमेंट है कैसे वेरी करती है फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट टू डिपार्टमेंट, फ्रॉम प्रोग्राम टू प्रोग्राम और फ्रॉम कोर्स टू कोर्स. आई विल शो यू. ये पर्टिकुलर मॉडल हमने स्टूडेंट असेसमेंट्स के लिए ही बनाया हुआ है. यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे स्क्रीन दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड हो गई. वन इज द सब्जेक्ट कोड लिंकिंग एंड सेकंड वन इज द प्रोग्राम लिंकिंग. अब हम इसमें क्या करेंगे, जैसे हमारे पास कोई भी प्रोग्राम आया, सपोज मेरे पास एक बीएससी एग्रीकल्चर, यहाँ हमें दिख भी रहा है, मैं क्लिक करूंगी हेयर द, अगर हम देखेंगे एक्सटर्नल थ्योरी मार्क्स जो फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन इट इज ऑफ 60 मार्क्स, असाइनमेंट 10 मार्क्स की है, अटेंडेंस इज ऑफ 2 मार्क्स, नाउ हियर आर द 2 MSTs आर देयर एंड दोनों की वेटेज क्या है 20-20 एंड क्विज 4 मार्क्स का है एंड सरप्राइज टेस्ट क्या है हमारे पास 12 मार्क्स का। बट इन द अदर केसेस जैसे ये हमने देखा BSc एग्रीकल्चर का, अगर हम सपोज इंटीरियर डिजाइन का देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर, ये हमारे पास आ गया इंटीरियर डिजाइन। इंटीरियर डिजाइन में हाइब्रिड कोर्सेज भी हैं। हाइब्रिड इज अ कोर्स इन विच प्रैक्टिकल एंड थ्योरी बोथ आर कंबाइंड, और यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिकल भी है और थ्योरी भी है। अगर हम सेम उसे रिलेट करें विद द थ्योरी, यहाँ देखिए आप, यहाँ पर थ्योरी इसने एक्सटर्नल थ्योरी 60 की ली है, असाइनमेंट 10 मार्क्स की है। नाउ द मिड सेमेस्टर MSTs आर ऑफ 20-20 मार्क्स। अगर हम ऐसी आर्किटेक्चर का देखेंगे यहाँ पर AR201 इज द कोड इन आवर सिस्टम। अब इसमें देखिए अगर हम यहाँ पर हम अपने थ्योरी पर क्लिक करते हैं, यहाँ पर हमें थ्योरी एग्जामिनेशन के मार्क्स की वेटेज ओनली 50 मार्क्स है। ऑन द अदर केस हमने देखा था अभी वहां पर 60 थी। यहाँ असाइनमेंट 12 की है, यहाँ एक डिस्कशन फॉरम भी ऐड हो गया 4 मार्क्स का, और MST की वेटेज 30-30 है। सेम अगर हम वैसे अब और देख एक और कोई एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं, हमने सपोज ले ली फार्मेसी की एग्जाम्पल ले ली। फार्मेसी में देखिए हम फार्मेसी में थ्योरी की जो हमारे MSTs हैं वो 30-30 वेटेज है, और जो एक्सटर्नल एंड टर्म हमारा जा रहा है वो 75 मार्क्स का है। तो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ वेरिएशन इन द असेसमेंट मॉडल। इट इज टोटली फ्लेक्सिबल, फ्लेक्सिबल इन द सेंस ऑफ कोर्सेज, इन द सेंस ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स। अच्छा, अगर हम यहाँ सब्जेक्ट कोर्स में भी देखते हैं, जैसे हम यहाँ पर गए, अगर मैंने यहाँ इस प्रैक्टिकल की देखनी है, एनिमेशन प्रैक्टिकल, बिकॉज इट इज मोर ओरिएंटेड टू द प्रैक्टिकल्स। यहाँ पर देखिए, यहाँ एक्सपेरिमेंट 1, 2, 3 है सिर्फ। अगर हम किसी और इंजीनियरिंग के केस में देखेंगे, मे बी वहां पर एक्सपेरिमेंट 1 to 10 हो, और यहाँ पर एक इन्होंने पोर्टफोलियो है 4 मार्क्स का एंड 1 MST इज देयर ऑफ 20 मार्क्स। अब अगर हम किसी और कोर्स की कर लें, जैसे ये वर्कशॉप मोड होगी मेरी, इसमें देखो अगेन यहाँ उन्होंने प्रैक्टिकल की जगह असेसमेंट है, और वेटेज इज ओनली 15, 15 एंड 15, और यहाँ भी एक लैब MST है, इट इज ऑफ 15 मार्क्स। सो यहाँ पर बहुत सारी वेरिएशंस हैं। आवर सिस्टम इज टोटली फ्लेक्सिबल।
देखिए, हमारा तो मिशन एंड विजन तो है, जो भी स्टूडेंट हमारा चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी में जिसने भी एडमिशन लिया है, वो बच्चा नंबर 1 वो हेल्दी होना, उसकी सेहत अच्छी होनी चाहिए। अगर वो हेल्दी, उसकी सेहत अच्छी है, उसका माइंड भी हेल्दी होगा। हम शुरू से बोलते हैं कि अगर आपकी हेल्दी बॉडी है, हेल्दी माइंड होगा, है ना। तो नॉट ओनली हेल्दी बॉडी हेल्दी माइंड, उनको कोई बच्चा 3 साल के लिए आता है, कोई 4 साल के लिए आता है, कोई इधर 5-6 साल रहता है। उनकी ड्यूरिंग देयर स्टे हियर इन दिस यूनिवर्सिटी, वो बच्चे नेशनल चैंपियन भी बन सकते हैं, ऑल इंडिया इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी चैंपियन बन सकते हैं, एशियन गेम भी जा सकते हैं, ओलंपिक तक भी पहुंच सकते हैं। तो हम उनके लिए बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। सो फॉर द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज कंसर्न, आइदर हमारा इक्विपमेंट का है तो और कोचेस का है और उनकी डाइट, हम हर एस्पेक्ट से उनका बहुत ध्यान रख रहे हैं, ताकि बच्चों को बेस्ट फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करके उस लेवल के रिजल्ट हम प्रोवाइड कर सकें, उस लेवल के रिजल्ट बच्चे अचीव कर सकें। देखिए, मैं हालांकि 6 मंथ पहले मैंने ज्वाइन किया। मैंने जैसे बताया, मेरी ज्वाइनिंग के बाद दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम कि चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी के, उसके बाद अगर हम बात करें नेक्स्ट ईयर ओलंपिक्स हो रही है, पेरिस ओलंपिक्स, 3 बच्चे चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी का ऑलरेडी पेरिस ओलंपिक के लिए क्वालिफाई कर चुके हैं। एक हमारा वॉक में है, एक हमारा शूटिंग में है, और एक हमारी लड़की है रेसलिंग में। तो उस लेवल की अचीवमेंट एक यूनिवर्सिटी की हो कि बच्चे ओलंपिक में भी जाएं और एशियन गेम में भी नॉट ओनली पार्टिसिपेट करें, उसमें हमने मेडल भी जीते इंडिया के लिए। इसके अलावा हमने फोकस किया है कि जितनी भी हमारे इंडिविजुअल इवेंट्स हैं उनके ऊपर ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं, और टीम गेम्स भी बनाई है, ऐसी बात नहीं है। इस सेशन की अगर बात करें तो 4 तो ऑल इंडिया इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी में इधर होस्ट कर चुका हूँ। 4 गेम्स
चंडीगढ़
यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस में 4 गेम्स होस्ट किए हैं, जिसमें सबसे पहले हमने रेसलिंग मैन एंड वीमेन किया है, उसके बाद हमने बॉक्सिंग की, देन हमने रग्बी की है, वो भी मैन एंड वीमेन थे। अभी लास्ट जो रिसेंटली कंक्लूड हुई है दैट वाज वेट लिफ्टिंग। तो 4 ऑल इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटी, एक और अभी पेंडिंग है, हमको 5 ऑल इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटी अलॉट हुई एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी की ओर से। वो 5 में है काइकिंग एंड कैनोइंग। तो वो भी हम सुखना लेक जो चंडीगढ़ पे है वहां पर हम उसको ऑर्गेनाइज करने जा रहे हैं।
एक्चुअली मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आपको पूरे इंडिया में कोई और सभी यूनिवर्सिटी में ऐसे कल्चरल डिपार्टमेंट नहीं मिलेगा, और हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी में ये आपको डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ आर्ट एंड कल्चर अलग से मिलेगा, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ एक्टिविटीज़, कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ या इवेंट्स कहूँ मैं बहुत ज़्यादा रहते हैं। ज़्यादा ये भी नहीं कि हम ज़्यादा कर रहे हैं, हमें ऐसा लगता है कि स्टूडेंट्स में एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम, एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिविटीज के लिए स्पेस होना चाहिए, टाइम होता है, क्योंकि ये स्टूडेंट लाइफ ही है जिसमें टाइम बच्चों के साथ पास काफी होता है कि वो अपनी एनर्जी को यूटिलाइज कर ले। सीयू को हम चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी के अलावा कल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी भी कह सकते हैं। तो ऑल क्रेडिट गोज टू आवर चांसलर सर, उन्होंने ये सोच रखी कि कल्चरल का एक अलग से डिपार्टमेंट होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये बाकी डिपार्टमेंट से कम नहीं है। ये बच्चों में कॉन्फिडेंस लाना, स्टेजेस मिलना, एक करियर सेट करने के लिए आई थिंक कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज का बहुत बड़ा रोल रहता है। और मैं प्राउड महसूस करता हूँ कि मैं इस डिपार्टमेंट का इकलौता डिपार्टमेंट जो आपको आसपास कई यूनिवर्सिटीज में नहीं मिलेगा, तो मैं उसका डायरेक्टर हूँ। और थैंक्स टू चांसलर सर और वीसी सर। जनरल प्रोफिशिएंसी कोर्स है हमारे पास, 14 कोर्स हैं, जैसे भंगड़ा, गिद्दा, कंटेम्प्रेरी डांस, जो आजकल बच्चे क्योंकि कंटेम्प्रेरी वेस्टर्न डांसेस को बहुत अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं। कंटेम्प्रेरी डांस है, हिप हॉप डांस है, म्यूजिक क्या है, वोकल है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है, गिटार, कीबोर्ड, तबला, थिएटर के भी हैं, डिबेट, लिटरेरी, फाइन आर्ट के कोर्स है, फोटोग्राफी के इवन कोर्स है। तो वो हमारे 4:30 के बाद ये कोर्सेज क्लासेस चलती हैं, जनरल प्रोफिशिएंसी की क्लासेस, जो किसी भी स्ट्रीम के लिए है, यूनिवर्सिटी में इंजीनियरिंग का हो चाहे लॉ का हो, सभी स्ट्रीम्स के लिए है। वो 4:30 के बाद हमें ज्वाइन करते हैं। लगभग उनकी 300 हर कैटेगरी की हमारे पास सीट्स हैं, बच्चे ज्वाइन करते हैं। इनको इनके अलग से क्रेडिट्स भी मिलते हैं। फाइनल हर सेमेस्टर वाइज इनके एग्जाम्स होते हैं, प्रैक्टिकल्स होते हैं।
सर, जो भी स्टूडेंट इनके लिए ऑप्ट करता है उनको उस कोर्स में डाल दिया जाता है, या कुछ उनका कुछ कैटेगरी, मतलब उनका कुछ एग्जाम होता है या कुछ उसमें उनका इंटरव्यू टाइप होता है कि वो आ सकते हैं उसमें कि
नहीं? ये बाकी सब कोर्सेज की तरह ही इंटरेस्ट पे है। जिसका जिस कैटेगरी में इंटरेस्ट है उस कैटेगरी में ज्वाइन कर सकता है। तो उसके बाद हम इनके प्रॉपर डेली 2 आवर्स की क्लास चलती है, और उसके बाद हम फाइनल एग्जाम है। एग्जाम से उनके प्रॉपर मार्क्स और उनके बाद क्रेडिट्स मिलते हैं। डिजिटल क्रिएटिव डोमेन हमने इसलिए शुरू किया मैम, क्योंकि आजकल यूथ कहूँ या मैं फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड जनरेशन कोई भी कहूँ, सब अपने आप को डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाना चाहते हैं, देखना चाहते हैं, पसंद करते हैं। हर कोई मानता है कि उनके अंदर एक हीरो है। तो उसके लिए हमने कोशिश की कि प्लेटफॉर्म, मैं वही बात करते कि बच्चों को प्लेटफॉर्म कौन कौन सा देना है। हम जो ग्रूम करने के बाद बच्चों को क्या मिलता है, इंडोर कॉम्पिटिशन है, आउटडोर कॉम्पिटिशन है, लाइव मीडिया है। तो सिल्वर स्क्रीन पे भी बच्चे आजकल आना चाहते हैं। इनसे इनको मतलब कहीं ना कहीं इनको एक स्टेप अहेड वाली बात होगी कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं उसमें। डिजिटल क्रिएटिव डिपार्टमेंट में कुछ रियलिटी शोज ला रहे हैं। जैसे भी हमने ओपन माइक शुरू किया, उसमें बच्चे हर तरह कैटेगरी के बच्चे आते हैं। बीट बॉक्स का भी आ रहा है, मिमिक्री का भी आ रहा है, पोट्री के लिए भी आ रहे हैं, गजल के लिए भी आ रहे हैं, स्टोरी नेशन के बच्चे आ रहे हैं। तो उनको एक लाइव मीडिया को फेस करना और एक कैमरा को फेस करना, दोनों में बहुत अंतर है। तो वो इस चीज को भी सीख पा रहे हैं, कैमरा पे उनका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ रहा है। और इसी के साथ हमने ओपन माइक के अलावा हम शुरू कर चुके हैं वॉइस ऑफ सीयू, म्यूजिक के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। तो हमें यूनिवर्सिटी में अच्छा खासा रिस्पॉन्स मिला। 700-800 ऑडिशंस रहे लगभग। फर्स्ट राउंड में हमने 80 स्टूडेंट्स को, टैलेंटेड स्टूडेंट को सिलेक्ट किया। अब आगे उसके स्टूडियो राउंड्स हैं। तो कहीं ना कहीं बच्चों की प्रोफाइल भी मेंटेन हो रही है सिल्वर स्क्रीन पे। जो बच्चा जाना चाहता है तो कल को आज की डेट में क्या है कि किसी भी प्रोडक्शन के पास जाते हैं तो आपसे वो लिंक मांगते हैं कि आपका पहले का एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा, तो कम से कम उनके पास ये कैमरा एक्सपीरियंस है, लिंक होंगे दिखाने के लिए, सिल्वर स्क्रीन का एक्सपीरियंस होगा। इसके अलावा जैसे अभी हम आगे वेब सीरीज का प्लान कर रहे हैं, तो कोशिश है अप्रैल के बाद स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, यूनिवर्सिटी में ही इन हाउस एक वेब सीरीज बच्चों के साथ हम तैयार करेंगे। तो बस यही है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा बच्चों को अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म पे चांस देने का हमारा।
Today I am here at CU in the Department of Academic Affairs, and I got an opportunity to interact with Miss Ankita. So she is looking after here this hackathon and competition events, as we are covering the initiative which are being taken under the new education policy in the Central University. So in this discussion we will be discussing with Miss Ankita that what initiative Chandigarh University is taking for the betterment or beneficial of the student. So first of all,
in that case, like student is very good in competitions and hackathons, and if they are performing well in the nationals, so university is providing the extra benefits in the academics, like they are providing the credits in the projects, plus they are providing attendance also to the students so that they can work and get some knowledge in the field of something new, so that it will be helpful in their placements also. So it would be helpful to them, because a student can go outside, learn, then come with the new initiatives. They can even Chandigarh University also provide that incubation center where student can go and then incubate themselves and become the entrepreneur. Similar like Government of India give the startup as an initiative, and we are also providing the initiative to the students together with the university. Actually, I think a student get confidence, and they understand how they have to perform outside the university, because this is the small place where they get to know from the friends. But when they go outside, they can understand that what exactly the similar universities are doing, and what they have to build their career in the field of that particular thing. Because we are working in a very vast domain, and every day the domain is changed. So they have to understand the networking, confidence level, and all the things how they have to build. Actually, hackathon is the word for the engineering cluster, and similarly the hackathon is coming from Ministry or Government of India, that you can ideate something and give the idea and make the prototypes. So similarly, Smart India Hackathon, which is the very good initiative by the Ministry of Government, and every year they are taken care all the hackathon in Pan India. So similarly, from Chandigarh University last year, our 3 teams win, and that teams out of that teams, 1 team get the incubation in the Ministry of Education. Apart from this, like you are asking, the basic applied science and the fashion design and our hotel management, these are also the clusters. So there is the competition which we are figuring out. Every year Lakme Fashion Week is going on, and this is the very biggest fashion week, which is a very good opportunity for the students, that they understand what industry wants, what academics wants, and what the things are very important. So last year from Chandigarh University, we won Lakme Fashion Week, and our students understand this is the thing that we have to go outside, learn the things from the industrialist, and they implement here also. So this is the thing which we can go for.
Very true, very
true. Yes, it is very difficult task to motivate the student first of all. Because student right now, what they are thinking that academics is only the part, but apart from this, we tell them that you have to work on your skills, because skills are more important than the academics. And before that, even in 12th class, we just learn the things. But when you come in the campus, skills needed more in the industries. So what we are trying to do, we are give the workshops every year, in 1 month or 2 months to the students, so that they can understand the industry new aspects. And similarly, like our one team, which is going in the Ministry of Education for their project. What we are doing, we are giving the mentoring every 1 week. We are checking their projects, what exactly we can do. Like suppose we give them mentors from the industry plus from the academics, and they are just nourishing their idea every step in what is the research gaps they can do in the research, how they can make the prototypes, what new things they can indulge in their prototype, how the cost will be reduced, as we know that Indians are basically called themselves for the less cost, and we are providing the less cost ideas always is the motivated thing to the students. So this is the way we can carry forward every team who are going for outside in the scenario. Yeah, right. You are exactly student in a student career or in a student life. Financial issues are very high. So we are providing them a financial support by saying that if they go outside in nationals, we are providing the travel support. Plus, we are providing, if they are working in the hardware categories, we are providing them the hardware support also. Whatever they want to buy for their hardware, we as a university, we give them financially full support that they can buy, they can make, and then they can represent our university outside. So this is the one thing that we are giving them as a travel and hardware support to them.
Okay, so today there is a display of project-based learning in the campus of Chandigarh University, and with me Abhishek and Hiren. Welcome both of you on YourPedia.
Thank you, sir.
So these two students, they are from mechatronics, and they have made this device. The name, AI generated name of this device is Oxygen Enhanced Ventilator. So they claim that this ventilator device, which otherwise cost lakhs of rupees, they have cost optimized it in couple of thousands.
As I'm from mechatronics background, I have just combined the mechanical and electrical capabilities I have, and the mechanical drivetrain is controlled to the electrical drives, and it can save the patient until and unless an actual ventilator is provided to him, and we can use it as a life support, and it is equally life saving as a real ventilator. So that's all.
So what is this project, Athar? What is this?
Okay, so this is basically a typical turbofan engine model twin spool, which is generally used in every civil aircraft. Basically, if every one of you have ever traveled in a normal civil aviation, Indigo, whatever the fan you see under the wing, generally that is what we can see right from outside this fan. If you can visualize, this is basically all the inner parts. So we have made a model of the engine of the aircraft.
Sir, this is a single cycle 32-bit reduced integer instruction set based RISC-V CPU core. So what we have done here is कि हमने यहाँ पे I और J टाइप इंस्ट्रक्शंस इंप्लीमेंट करके एक सिंगल साइकिल CPU कोर बनाया है. इसका बेसिकली पर्पस ये है कि एज एन ये CPU कोर है तो ये CPUs में एक्ट कर सकता है. इसमें अगर हम एडिशनल मेमोरी इंटरफेसेस जोड़ दें तो एक माइक्रो कंट्रोलर की तरह भी एक्ट कर सकता है. जो इसमें इनोवेटिव चीज़ हम ये कर रहे हैं कि इसमें हार्डवेयर एक्सेलरेटर्स बनाने की हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं. फिलहाल इसकी सिंगल साइकिल है, बट आगे इस पे प्लान हमारा ये भी है कि इसको पाइपलाइन स्टेजेस पे भी लेके जाए. इसका सर यूटिलाइजेशन एज बेस्ड डिवाइसेस पे हो सकता है. फॉर एग्जांपल जो हमारे फॉरेस्ट रिसर्च में यूज़ होते हैं, लेट्स से एनिमल ट्रैकिंग वगैरह उन सिस्टम्स के लिए, जहाँ पे हमारे पास पावर कंजम्पशन का एक बहुत इशू रहता है कि ऐसे इलाकों में पावर कंजम्पशन अगर हमारा कंट्रोलर बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करेगा तो हमें बैटरी चेंज करने के लिए बार बार जाना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वहाँ पे तो हमारे पास कोई ऐसे पावर सोर्स होता नहीं. तो वहाँ पे सर हम इसका यूज़ कर सकते हैं. और इसको कंज्यूमर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में भी इसको हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं, गिवन कि इसको थोड़ा अडेप्ट करना पड़ेगा उस हिसाब से. बट दैट इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू हियर.
And sir, our project is ATAL, Automatic Test and Analysis Laboratory, sir. As you can see over here, there are like two sections of this product. The first one is the screen, as you can see over here. The first thing that this is going to do is the patient can actually interact with the doctor on the other side, and over here there are certain sensors placed. How it is able to do this is that from here real-time data will go to the doctor. Like here is a pulse sensor over here, so the patient can the technology will take the data of the patient, and then from the other side the doctor will get to know about the patient's pulse. Next, whatever the data that the doctor has received, according to that the doctor will prescribe the medications, and once the prescription has come,
This section is basically the medicine dispensing section where the medicines will be dispensed according to the prescription.
Tell us about this vehicle first.
So sir,
You can keep it close. Huh?
So sir, this is our hybrid electric vehicle with inbuilt pneumatic jack system. So the jack system is here.
Okay.
So what happens during the races or just for the maintenance, we have to uplift this rear vehicle. So we don't have much liability to lift it because there is very less ground clearance. So we have already installed the jack system. So what we can do, we can lift these rear wheels. So we can do our maintenance process or just for the repairing purposes. So talking about the suspension system, so these are the inverted suspension systems on the top and the front and the back. So we have rack and pinion type gears, this steering system, accelerator pedal in there.
We can show rack and pinion arrangement. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so now we are again here. That is now with me. There is a team of automobile engineering students, second year, Chandigarh University, and they are going to show us another project, जो अभी final stage of completion में है, and I think that is the electric vehicle, if I am not wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are working on the fabrication of electric go-kart. This go-kart is having a motor which is of 3000 volts.
Beta, please tell me what is these components. Can we see this recording of this? उत्कर्ष ये जो लगा हुआ है इसके बारे में जो भी आप बता सकते हैं.
So
ये क्या है ये? What is this chain and drive motor? What is this?
This is the backside of a go-kart.
Okay.
It handles the 60% of the weight.
Okay.
It comprises of an electric motor which is of 48 volt and has 3000 watt capacity. It will be coupled to a battery management system, BMS, and it will be powered by an electric lithium ion battery, which is of 3860 amp hour.
तो कब तक हमें लगता है ये बन जाएगा आपका?
So we are trying on our best. It will be done in 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay, so we are standing in Chandigarh University, कल्पना चावला सेंटर, एरोस्पेस का जो सेंटर है. ऐसी स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट रिसर्च फैसिलिटीज बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं स्टूडेंट्स को इंटरेस्ट जनरेट करने के लिए, उनको इंडिया के फ्यूचर साइंटिस्ट बनाने के लिए. मैं यहाँ पे पढ़ रहा था, इंडिया का फर्स्ट यूनिवर्सिटी है चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी जो IoT आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बेस्ड सैटेलाइट नैनो सैटेलाइट लॉन्च किया है जिसका नाम CU सैट लिखा हुआ है. बहुत अच्छी लर्निंग होती है बच्चों की यहाँ पे, और जिसको साइंटिस्ट बनना है इसरो का फ्यूचर में, उसके लिए एक मोटिवेशनल लैब्स होती हैं. ऐसी लैब अंदर चलते हैं, विजिट करते हैं क्या है, क्या रिसर्च फैसिलिटी है अंदर. सो लेट्स विजिट इनसाइड.
Hi, today we are at Chandigarh University and I am here in front of the patent wall, and we know that patent filing is increasing at very high currently in the Indian education system or Indian research system. So today, we are witnessing here, you can see the wall of the patent which are being filed maybe by the students and, alumni of this Chandigarh University. So guys, this Chandigarh University is doing really well, be it in terms of, how they are incorporating the latest innovative and emerging trend and, working upon them and making the solution for the existing real world challenge. So this is entire patent wall of the alumni of Chandigarh University. I could see here more than, 80 patents which are being written here, and there may be many more of such kind.
In Chandigarh University, we have 5 hostels. Girls hostels, I have 5, in which there is Sukna, then I have Mam Tagore, then we have LC, which is Lake Abuzes, and then we have Govind and Shivalik. So all are inside the Chandigarh University campus only. Hello, how are you? So we are here. How are you doing? Hello. So ma'am will ask you a few things. Ma'am is here.
Okay, so yeah, I would like to ask you, like first, from where you are, what's your name?
My name is Bertha Kapopo and I'm from Malawi.
And you?
I'm Kimberly Masawi. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Okay, so how do you feel here? Like, what kind of atmosphere you like? Are you comfortable here?
I'm absolutely comfortable. The atmosphere is friendly, extremely welcoming. It's just absolutely amazing. I've got nothing else to say other than I'm extremely comfortable and I love being here.
Okay, do you feel homesick?
Not at all. Not at all. The wardens feel like our mothers. They take good care of us, especially when you're an international student. You really feel welcome and you don't really think about home. Thank you.
Okay, so you can take, this is the saloon, but entry is restricted as girls there, so let's not venture there. So I'll take you outside. Hello. Hi. Can we come to your room and see and talk to you?
So, you're staying in this room, and please introduce yourself and from where you are.
Okay, my name is Sanata Jobo and I'm studying BSc in Biotechnology. I'm from Lesotho.
From?
Lesotho.
Okay.
It's in the southern part of Africa.
Okay. So, how do you like here, like staying here?
Staying here, it's good. It's very good. It's all about our culturalization, like having to learn to adapt to everything, having to learn to adapt to people and everything, because I'm living with a roommate from a different country. So having to learn things and stuff from different people.
So ma'am, I'll show you now a messes. We have 3 messes ma'am here. One is for the exclusively for international students and 2 messes for our Indian students. So I'll
Okay,
just
ma'am.
take you to one of the 2 messes. We can have a look.
Okay.
So buffets laid down at straight, and then children can go pick up a plate, eat whatever they want to eat. They come and sit here and have their meal. This is our Indian mess ma'am. Like we can have it, and the buffets are laid down that side, and they can go take food, come and sit here and
okay.
Hello girls, can we come together? Come closer.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Whoever wants to come, please come. How was the exam?
Nice.
Nice. Okay, come.
I just had a practical.
You are a practical or what?
Airport administration.
Okay, done there.
Okay, so what's your name and where are you from?
Myself Nikita and I'm from Himachal.
You're from Himachal. So how do you like here?
I actually love it here. I always wanted like this kind of life outside of my state and it's very nice.
So Himachal, from where do you belong?
Mandi.
Acha, you're from Mandi. But how's the weather like?
Today it is really nice. Like usually it's so hot, but today the weather is like really pretty.
So you are missing home?
No, not actually. It feels like home here.
Okay, so you have a lot of friends now?
Yeah.
And which year are you?
First year.
First year. Even then, like you have, okay. So
No, I'm like never homesick here. It's always like home here.
okay, so good to hear that. Yes, you, can you tell me what's your name and where you belong?
My name is Sneha. I belongs from Hisar, Haryana. I'm in third year computer science engineering student.
Okay, so how do you feel like here?
Since I've been here since 3 years, so I've seen a lots of development in hostel, and it feels really like a second home to me. And
Okay.
most of the time I stay in hostel. It's too comfortable.
And
to
how are the
stay.
facilities for computer science, like about your studies and all? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. The faculty are so understanding and caring. There is also a problem and understand us.
And in hostel, do you like the food and all?
Yeah, the food is good.
And if you have some problem or something, is like anybody there to hear you?
Yeah, warden are always there. We call her to any kind of issues. They resolve it immediately.
Okay.
This is
So
big one.
we have another reading room here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a big one. So we are outside the International Boys Hostel, and we have with us the hostel warden, Mr. Vijayender with us. He'll be taking us to the tour of this International Boys Hostel. So let us go to a tour with him. So hi.
Can you come inside your room? Yes, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So we are just here to ask you some questions, okay? And like, can you tell me your name and from where you are?
My name is Yazan and I am from Syria.
Okay, so how do you feel like living in this campus and studying here?
Well, this is my first year so far,
Okay.
and it's been a blast. I have been enjoying the experience here in India pretty much a lot.
And how do you like the culture and all?
About my experience so far, I have enjoyed it a lot. There's a huge diversity of the people and the culture here, different types of food and ideologies and languages, and it has been a great experience so far.
Morning time,
evening time.
Yeah, and I think this is for different batches also,
Yes.
so that there's no crowding of
Yes,
things.
yes.
Okay. So, like, let's visit
Yes.
inside.
दिस इज और डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर जिस भी बच्चे को किसी अपने खाने की पीने की जो भी चीज चाहिए वो हम यहाँ से मिल जाती है
Okay, तो जो भी daily needs होती है,
Daily
okay,
needs की, हाँ
all
जी।
daily needs are catered through
Yes,
this
yes, yes.
departmental store.
Yes.
Sir, and till what time it is available for the students?
टिल 11
Till 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
And in the morning?
Yes.
In the morning from?
9
9. So, okay, so 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yes, sir.
The store is open for them,
Yes.
and daily needs are taken care of.
Yes,
Okay, fine. So they do not have to go outside the
Yes,
campus
sir.
to purchase anything.
यस और इंटरनेशनल लॉन्ड्री एंड जिन भी बच्चों को कपड़े धोने हैं और धुलवाने होते हैं वो यहाँ पे धुलवा देते हैं
Ma'am, this is saloon. Please come inside, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so saloon facility is available for the
Yes, ma'am.
students in campus only,
Yes, ma'am.
so that they do not have to go out for like the basic needs and
Yes,
all.
ma'am.
Okay.
So this is our dining hall with a capacity of 250 students in the mess at one time. So you can have a look, sir.
और टीवी रूम हमारा टीवी रूम है जब भी कोई बच्चे मैच देखते हैं कोई मैच होगा क्रिकेट का मैच होगा फुटबॉल का मैच होगा तो बच्चे हमारे पास यहाँ पे आते हैं और मैच देखते हैं
Okay. Okay, so they have a big screen.
Yeah.